Yo, what's up? Hello. Hello. Yep, didn't miss the pistol again somehow. I have no idea how I keep doing it, but incredibly, I'm 8 minutes late, and I'm still in time because they're doing an elaborate finals opening ceremony, which is awesome. That's awesome. I got my breakfast. I'm ready to go. Does anyone know? Maybe I should wait until there's more people in the chat, actually. But I don't know anything about the organization, Rare Atom. I don't know how big they are. I don't know if they're in other games. I've literally never heard of them before. With a real sleep schedule? I went to sleep 6.5 hours ago, Zeka. I was playing Minecraft until 2:30 a.m. Oh, they have a CSGO team. Right, okay. Oh, and League of Legends as well? Right. Is the League of Legends team in the LPL?
EDG 在第二幕其实也遭遇过相同的情况，但在第二幕他们是挺过来了，在最后的决赛当中是稳住了局面。而今天他们要面对不同对手的挑战。是，我觉得对于 EDG 来说，他们已经习惯面临那么多挑战了。不停的有人能够
Wow. Kang literally leading the chants for the crowd. What a fucking boss.
面这种挑战，你必须要去直面这些有价值的对手。那他们其实在过去的这
Are EDG the favorites? That's a great question, actually, Mikiosi. They got slapped in the upper bracket final, and they haven't been playing their best recently. You'll have to forgive me stumbling over my words because I've just woken up. EDG have definitely achieved more. They're a more historically good team. They've won every Chinese tournament. So yes, they should be considered the favorites. But recently, they have looked shaky. They have the map veto disadvantage, and they lost recently to Rare Atom. So it's quite reasonable also to consider, in this specific match, Rare Atom to maybe be favored. Rare Atom are going to get rid of Breeze, which is where EDG run their Viper Harbor and the KO. Viper Harbor, Gecko, and the Neon. I like that comp, even though they have not been playing it amazingly. I think it might be a bit better with the KO instead of the Gecko. Rare Atom get rid of Haven, which looked kind of dreadful for EDG. No, I'm afraid I won't be doing streams for Game Changers. I don't know enough about the Game Changers scene. That's just the reality of it. Yeah, their run has been pretty similar to last season, where they lost to Trace 2-0, and then they just destroyed Trace in the final. So EDG got beaten on Lotus, and they got beaten on Sunset last time they played against Rare Atom. On Lotus, Rare Atom looked a lot better at being able to control rubble, and EDG were beefing their ults. But that doesn't mean that EDG are going to do the same thing again. I think EDG can definitely win on Lotus. EDG are also pretty comfortable on Bind, but we haven't seen it recently. And the final map, if we go there, is going to be Sunset, which Rare Atom absolutely destroyed EDG at. But again, I don't expect EDG to be that bad this time. Rare Atom could still win that game, though. Tough to know, frankly.
我们来看一下两支队伍今天上来又会有一些什么样的变化，因为
Good morning, RJ. How's my morning? I'm tired. I am tired. Alright, so Bind is our first map. And we've got the double duelist composition coming out for both teams. This should be a fun one to watch. I think in theory, it works really well for Kangkang and Smoggy. I mean, in theory, it's not a super successful composition, but it has been somewhat recently. And if you're playing the mirror, then whatever. It's gonna have a lot of opportunities for people flanking. It's gonna have a lot of opportunities for people getting run over on site. We'll see what pace both teams play at. As far as I'm aware, there won't be too much of like a small meta game happening because they haven't played each other recently on Bind. Alright, so they get the smoke and they get the orb at the beginning of this round. Both duelists playing for Showers control at the same time. So, focused on the outsides of the map, say Reratum, which is a pretty good way of playing. And they're going to smoke themselves in and then fight towards long. Nobody kills them both. Yeah, that's a little weird there. So, it's kind of nice, though, from Reratum. They smoke this even though they have a Viper wall. And then they flash through to stop the players from hookah being able to crunch them. And they try to isolate the fight down long. But I don't know whether they dodged the flash or what. We didn't really get to see it on our screen. I'm not even sure that they used the flash, to be honest, because if Yeoman flashed at the beginning of the round for information, which, again, I don't think he did because there was a smoke at the bottom of long. So yeah, I think he used one flash on site. And I think, I don't know. I'm not sure whether he bought full utility. I wasn't paying enough attention. Yeah. That fight towards long didn't really work because they couldn't catch the long players. And they swung one at a time. I don't mind the idea. I think it's a pretty smart idea, and it was an instant reaction. But the coordination was a little off. So now they just have sheriffs. Got ourselves an interesting Viper wall here on defense. Don't see that one used very often. It's quite nice, actually. You have to go through it a few times if you want to go towards Showers, and it lets the players in backside try and put pressure on the spike plant nicely on an eco. So far, though, EDG just keeping it simple. Default at the beginning of the round, send it in. Oh, didn't catch Yeoman. Could, oh, really could be dangerous now. Oh, really could be dangerous. One bullet. Yeoman has a bulldog. Oh, he blinded himself. Does he have time? Yes, he's just got time. Oh my god. What a round from Yeoman. Holy shit. When Yeoman got the other kill onto Chishu with that flash, the round was suddenly so winnable. It's this kill, where Chishu took just a flash to the face from hookah. Just changes the dynamic of the entire round. And yeah, if nobody had hit his flash, probably would have been round over. But he was in a 1v3. Can't really blame him too much. Alright, so now we've got a weird situation. On top of the box. I'm not really a fan of that position. People play it fairly often if they think that there's going to be like a walk down through this smoke, but if they walk down through the smoke and they pop flash through it or something, you've just got to turn it, and your crosshair placements, you're just kind of relying on it being an unexpected position. At least Viva doesn't drop a gun in a place that's recoverable for EDG. Flash over towards long does not get any info there from Yeoman. Or rather, sorry, it gets negative info. It does get info, it tells him that there's nobody there. Just as Kang Kang and Haodong are starting to walk up. Here comes Stu booking it over to the B site. Good trade from Kang Kang. Excellent work swinging onto cubby angle as Smoggy cleared it. This is one of the most difficult sites in the game to retake, Bind B, by the numbers. But if Kang Kang takes contact and gets killed by spam, that'll make it a lot easier. Obviously, the weapon advantage here is enormous for Reratum, which is why Kang Kang's trying to play aggressive. I mean, maybe he'd be trying to play aggressive anyway, because he's kind of like that. All three going back through CT. How much info can Chichu get? How many kills can Chichu get? Nice flash by nobody. Oh my god. A thrifty, and then another thrifty back in the other direction. Chichu, if Chichu's playing like he did yesterday, this game's super winnable for EDG. He got the entry, and he got the 2 kills on site, getting pushed 1v3. He's ridiculous. Alright, so now EDG has rifles and Reratum doesn't. Last time, they had a very simple, good push into B, but they got caught out because they didn't clear hookah. But actually, I'm framing that as if it was a mistake from EDG, but it really wasn't. They left hookah alone because there could be someone in there with like a, you know, a shorty or some kind of close range gun. They late backstabbed through hookah, and Yeoman just had a great read on what was going on. Tiny bit of chip damage there onto Stu. Now Kang Kang is hanging around here, providing them a late round option to pivot through the teleporter. But it also means they won't have one of their players if they do decide to hit B. But this is really quiet over towards B, so it doesn't look like it's supposed to be a fake. 3 on A, but no way of Kang Kang knowing that. They flash. Dog into sight. They're only going to see Sky Utility. I think they're going to commit. They didn't see anybody else. And Kang Kang found a pick on the other side of the map, so actually they're going to return to him. But this is the wrong call. This is where the stack is. Probably not going to make a difference, though, with Martin also going down. This is a little similar to the previous round that got ecoed, where, you know, they all went long and then got caught by the hookah players. Now they've all gone showers. They might get caught by the short players. Stu does land the kill onto Chichu on 1 HP with a 180 flick with a sheriff, but there isn't any danger in the round. Is the video you made about the Chinese scene still available? Yeah. It's called something like Sideshow's Got the Juice on Chinese Valorant, if you want to Google it, Raze801, or search it on YouTube or something. It's on my Valorant channel. It's not on my main channel. You're probably looking on the wrong YouTube channel. Interesting name. I couldn't think what else to call it, to be honest with you, man. I suck with YouTube titles. Yihao has been taking that ult orb fairly often with the smoke, and so they use the sim beacon at the beginning of the round so that they can get onto the line quicker and punish him. Great idea. Good punish. And this was a rifle round for Rare Atom. He didn't get punished with, like, you know, a pistol in his hand or something. Their Brimstone is dead. On a really important eco swing round. These guys can't buy next round. Look how patient EDG are being, waiting for the reaction from Rare Atom. The Chinese teams love to do something proactive when they're down 4v5. So EDG are just calling a pause. This is what I actually love the most about EDG. This is how they tend to win their games more than other teams in China, is that they have patience. That's been sorely lacking recently, but this is a good sign for the final. Wow, Kang gets that entry. Yeoman playing in an advanced, aggressive position again because they're down a player. Kang goes for the push because he realizes that B is pretty open. Does he need to push? No, but now he wants to hunt. The bank on the EDG is massive. They can afford to lose. Doesn't matter that Kang dies there. But it would be very good to get that op out of Viva's hands. Taiwan counts as import in Pacific then? No. Only if the player declares themselves as a Chinese VCT player for 2024. And then, if they wanted to play in the Pacific region in 2025, or later on in 2024, they would have to be considered an import. But in general, Taiwan works as like a multi-region. But basically, all of the Taiwanese players that are currently playing in the Chinese scene are just going to declare themselves like domestic Chinese VCT players. Yeah, it's like ban for NAO Pacific, or it's like Russ for global esports. Russ is a British guy, right? But he's also got residency in India. He's got Indian family. He himself might have spent some time in India when he was younger. I'm not 100% about that. And so Russ, for the purposes of playing for global esports, has declared himself as a Pacific player, as an Indian VCT player. And so he doesn't count as an import. But that means that if Russ wants to play in EMEA next year, or later on this year, he would have to be an import player despite being British. It's to stop people flip-flopping between regions all the time. It's just a rule that is the same across all of the regions. How often can you change your VCT players? I mean, often as you like. Well, you can't change them. You can't make a roster change during a map. Oh, how often can you change your country? Well, it works out as being like once every 2 years. Or once every year and a half, something like that. I'll explain why in a sec, but I want to watch this round. So, defensive op over towards Showers. Nobody in Smoggy trying to play over towards there. Kang's trying to get this angle over the top of the Brimstone smoke. But Chishu's also used his Viper Orb there. So, weird. Bit of like... bit of counter synergy potentially going on. Or maybe they're hoping that the Viper Orb baits them into walking down long. But Kang's getting on top of the wall to try and get that like peak angle over the top of the Brim smoke. Notice how Yihao is one away from his ult, but he hasn't gone for the B orb because he got punished for it in the previous round. So EDG are conditioning him to be scared of going for that by going for that play with the Stin Beacon in the previous. There are 3 players defending here on B, and Viva has a great line for information over towards Showers.
但这样2颗烟给掉之后，浩东要开始考虑他的烟的储量已经不是很够了。他只有1颗，而1号已经是没有烟的存量了。
30 seconds left now. This is where the operator in Showers is not that good, because if they pivot, Viva might end up getting overwhelmed, and Viva wants to be trying to rotate to where the action actually is happening. Oh, that's a weird molly. That's a very weird molly. Wow. Kang gets mollied and ulted, and now they're going to have to go back through the teleporter if they want to do anything. Nope, they're committing. Smoggy's in. 10 seconds left. Smoggy's just run in. Oh my god, they're killing everybody. You can't allow this to happen, Reratem. Stu is hiding. Stu's hiding. Can he do anything? They know that Stu is so weak. Stu's got a timing on Chishu. Oh, no, he doesn't. Nobody went for the spam. Not really winnable for Viva. Ooh, he baited out the peak, though, with that first cloud burst. He's wasted the second, though. That second doesn't threaten that he could drop. No need for Chishu to peak. How did EDG win this round? How did Smoggy get that entry? How did nobody get the kill? Just out-dueling Reratem, muscling their way into the site. They really shouldn't have had a great chance of winning that round. Good info for Stu to be able to get that kill. I've got to feel like Reratem could have played off each other better there a little in backside. The way that the Brimstone wide swings and the way that Stu was just kind of baiting and tucked in the corner. If Stu and Yihao are able to play together a little more in backside, they're probably able to at least like trade out nobody and get into a better position. Anyway, EDG now have a massive economy advantage. And what an entry with the blast packs and the stim beacon. Smoggy's entries are going crazy. I was going to say bailing them out, but they bailed them out in the previous round. This one isn't really bailing them out. If Smoggy's going to have demon hours, this game could be over. Not winnable, really, though. What did I say? I said that I was gonna answer a question, but I can't remember what it was. Smoggy's underrated. I feel like people who watch EDG play rate Smoggy really highly, but I guess he's underrated in the sense that people talk about Kang being like the carry of this team or something when Smoggy's incredibly good, but I don't really feel like he is. Residency. Oh yeah, VCT players changing countries. That was the question. So, in reality, you can change your like declared region about once every, I think it's like a year and a half. Because I think the way that it works is that, let's say Russ, because Russ is a good example, wanted to change to playing in EMEA. He would have to play at least half a year as an import player in EMEA before he then became a real player. So at the beginning of next season, at the beginning of 2025, because he's already declared for 2024, at the beginning of 2025, he would have to say, I want to be an EMEA player. And if he had already played half the year this year as an import in EMEA, then I think he'd be allowed to swap. I believe that's how the rule is written. The point being that you have to play in the region that you're moving to as an import for a while, for at least the majority of a year, before you then can declare as a domestic person from that region again. So you can't just change from year to year. Ban was listed as an import on T1, but a Pacific player on Talon. Well, I'm not sure that that is true. I haven't looked into that myself, but I believe you. If that's the case, that's because he spent a year playing as an import player in Pacific. He has residency rights to Korea, and now he's chosen this year to declare himself as a Pacific player, so he doesn't count as an import in the future. It fits the rule. Wow, Chishu just trying to control this area against the aggression. And this is so aggressive by EDG. Finally, they get punished for pushing deep in post plants. Every other time so far, they've gotten away with it. This time, Yihao is ready for it and kills two. Here comes Yeoman from behind, catches Haodong. Now these players are really fucked on site. But they're double facing towards heaven and they kill Viva. And Yohao hasn't walked out yet. Ooh, Yihao kills Chishu. Kangkang's on 27 health. No chance of being able to win that. Just not enough positional control of A. What's up, Achilles? Thank you for the 10 months. What am I eating? Some cereal. So anyone can declare themselves in any region? No, Banner has residency permits to live in North America, the US, and Korea. So therefore he counts as an Americas and Pacific player. If I was a pro player, I only have the right to permanently live in the United Kingdom. So I would only count as an EMEA player.
这就是 RA 能够去达到今天的一个立命之本，他们也是有这种非常多兜底的选手的。而且这波也有。
Kangkang bought another attack operator this round, and he's going to take it over towards showers.
这就是我们说的，他其实每一条线全挂后的话，不行，非常伤的一件事情。
Jet battle, both ops clashing in showers. Favors Viva, who's just on the angle.
由于 A 小这分有魁父的一个覆盖，其实 EDG 想打 A 小的概率是非常低的，但康康还是能够保证说，如果队友想转浴室，就从 B 转 A 转浴室的话，还是有，现在是安全。
Russ counts as a Pacific player because he has the right to live in India.
拿到的资源有点少，能看到 EDG 的终极技能进度整体都是偏慢的。
Everyone congratulate my cat because she just walked out of my unit outside into the stairwell for the first time, not in my arms. Wow. We don't let our cat outside. I'm afraid of what they would do. Alright. So, very slow round at the beginning here, making sure that there's no showers push early on. Viper's pit over here, and now EDG are grouping up, going for the B hit. There are 3 players here, contact being held by the Jet, flash around the corner. You need to opt the dog. Wow. Kangkang gets caught over in hookah, and they did some damage over to Haodong. This looks like a really nice defensive setup over towards B. Ooh, Haodong almost gets caught. The flash dodged. Ooh, a bit whiffy from Yeoman. But nobody is farming. How does he kill Stu that quickly? The molly's good. And Smoggy dies to the other molly. Now nobody's position has been caught. Yeah, really well done. Really well done. Yihao just keeps him trapped in the corner as Martin drops out hookah. Really nice. It's not to do with citizenship. It's to do with residency. That's why I'm saying he has the right to permanent residency in X country, not he is an Indian citizen. That's all you need is the right to permanent residency. So like a green card in America, for example. Don't ask me how permanent residency works in every country in the world, chat, because I know that's going to be the follow-up questions, and I don't know, because I'm not an immigration lawyer. And even if I was, I wouldn't specialize in every country on the earth. How about you reside with some bitches? Well, I really didn't expect that comment from anybody.
EDG 要解决的问题就是他们需要把第一枪线接触的时候这种劣势，或者至少能搬成一个军事，对，
Oh God.
跟对方拉开这个分差。现在对于 EDG 来说 ，B 点好像没有那么唾手可得了。
I think it's actually quite easy to get permanent residency in North Korea if you go over there and just start some shit. You might very easily never leave. This one trick baffles immigration lawyers. Okay, Reratum have stacked up 4 players controlling long. They are really struggling with this slow default that EDG are running. EDG look good. They look patient here with the double duelist composition. They're even defaulting fairly well. You know, starting spread around the map. Not this round, but in the previous. In this round, they've got the jet op posted, and because of all of this noise, they're rotating people over. So now they have 3 on A. Trying to defend the site. Shishu has his ult here. Ulting towards lamps would be really nice. Shishu could ult this. Smoggy can hold in case it's a push. Howdong can go back and play post plants with his molly. Oh yeah, here we go. The dog decides to clear out towards the front of site instead. Kangkang gets caught. Could easily get spammed to death there. He doesn't take almost any damage. Now there's a big battle over towards lamps inside the pit. Kangkang is out in the open. Does nobody have a flash? No. But they're still getting the spam kills. Good common where Stu had repositioned to. They're not going to be able to save the operator. Another good round from EDG. Unfortunately, Rare Adam took a gamble there with playing 4 players towards B long, and it did not pay off. You know, that's what Anders refers to as a build order loss. You assume that they're going to be doing one of their slow default rounds. You think you have time to be able to set up your jet towards B long and then spread back out, and they just go for a fairly quick A split against you. And you're like, well, shit, we can't control the site, and they have pit, so this is going to be one of the world's most difficult retakes. And now Smoggy has his ult up as well. Yeah, and Anders enjoys using RTS and card game terminology, but some of it's really applicable. And I think that's one of them. That play isn't really set up at all. That's just kind of desperation from Viva. You know, he's just trying to find some kind of timing or play. You can sense the desperation creeping in against Rare Atom right now. Now, this was EDG's map pick, and their first map pick. So this makes sense that they're winning this heavily. But this is going to give them some nice confidence, momentum, flow, heading into the series. Because I feel like in the previous game on Lotus, they kind of got rocked early. Not super early on, because they did go up 4-0. But then they went from 4-0 up against Rare Atom to a 6-6 half, which on attack side Lotus, which is pretty terrible. And then from there, it just all spiraled out of control. So the fact that they're getting comfortable pressuring the Rare Atom guys, not allowing Viva or Stu to pop off, bodes fairly well heading later into the series. Do you value firepower more or the IGL? Dude, I don't know. I feel like that's... I don't know who even... Is the general manager of Rare Atom called Sophie? Because that's a tough choice. I don't know who you would pick. I don't know which child you would choose to get rid of. Oh, almost with another kill there towards the end too. Say what you would personally value more. It's impossible for me to really know because I don't know how much Yeoman is IGLing. I don't know how good the English-speaking IGLing system is working for Rare Atom. I think with the difference in terms of IGLs in the scene, I think it's probably more valuable to keep hold of a really good IGL than it is to keep hold of a really good star player. You can probably find another Chinese star player that you can insert into the system, but very difficult to know, you know. Maybe Stu is extremely vocal as a duelist player, and that's one of the reasons why they're winning so much. Oh, Kangkang is playing this in such a confident manner. I mean, look at the way that he's playing. They wouldn't be playing like this unless they were 8-3 up. Wow, nice idea from Yihao. He gets inside the smokes there, and because Rare Atom have been focusing so much on taking and holding garden control, nobody inside the smoke. Oh my god, Stu kills him. All down to Howdong, but it's only a 1v2. There's still a minute left. Haodong could definitely win this. Did he hear Stu running away? They're letting him get the plant down. When Haodong gets the plant, he's going to have his ult. I think that's pretty dangerous. But Stu is now wrapped around towards long, and now has a good angle. There's, of course, still the wraparound back to A, but he's going for the quiet drop. Stu is not holding. He's re-clearing, but he's too late. Stu's already tucked on the other side. Oh my god, he saw him. He saw him and he forced out the teleport. Oh my god, he's absolutely owned it. And now he has the Brim ult. And he heard the TP. He's delayed so much time with that, but he hasn't planted for himself. That's the biggest problem here. Get this fucking split screen off my monitor. Oh my god, I'm watching from Haodong's POV. Stu? Oh! Kind of gutting for Haodong, actually. I feel like he played that perfectly, apart from the fact that he didn't plan for himself. I don't know why he didn't plant it in a nicer spot. When... I guess it's just the heat of the moment kind of thing. But he knew that Stu was miles away. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Look, he has a free sight. But he plants tucked in tube. That's the only reason he loses that. Otherwise, he played everything else perfectly. Could have Brim ulted when the guy dropped from hookah, right? No, not really, because you can silent drop from hookah now. They changed bind a while back so that now you can silent drop by doing those, stepping on the boxes to the right side. And that makes it almost... I mean, he could have done something like be standing in backside and be jump spotting. Right, he could do the like jump spot, and when he thinks that the guy's dropped out of hookah, then he Brim ults. He could have done something like that, but yeah, he didn't go for it. He could have also tried to get into a safe position in like Hall's elbow and then ult when he taps, but then again, the spike is still not planted well for you, so... Yeah, biggest issue there, in my opinion, just being the plant position. Anyway, 8-4, if Rare Atom win pistol, could still be a game. It does look like EDG have got this completely sewn up, but I'm not counting Rare Atom out yet. We'll watch the pistol at the very least. You know? If they end up going down 10-4, it probably is just over, but... An A6 game? Remember, whatever player Rare Atom replaces to or Yeoman with will need to know or learn English? Yeah. That's, I think, one of the biggest problems for them. Maybe it isn't. Maybe a lot of the Chinese talent do know English. I'm really ignorant about that, but I would imagine that that's quite a difficult find. Somebody that's as good as Stu and willing to work in an English-speaking system. Yeah. It's just a habit, Cola. Have you seen FaZe's Rain quote? No. Rare Atom taking some showers control. They've got this Viper wall that quite a lot of teams use on the pistol round. Oh my god, EDG playing super aggressive. Using their attacking Viper wall to sneak into Cubby. Any naders? No, okay, but Haodong has got huge value out of this reposition. Still dies though. And these two players, I said that the flanking was going to be really useful with these comps. Look how quick these guys are here from EDG. We didn't really see this from Rare Atom too much. They didn't really push with their showers control because they were opping on defense so much. Nobody gets a kill. Yeah. Even nobody can't flick that one around. Alright, so Rare Atom do win the pistol.
放了一个非常规的独木来去分割整个 EDG 防守的枪线。
长枪局打长局是不会这么安的啊，手枪局居多。手枪局你这样去打的话，其实就是争取浴室门口进包，然后可能就直接安浴室包了，甚至都不一定。
It's a voice com clip.
然后 A 小打赢了。
A 小这一波也算缩进。
I mean, can you explain the context? Why would I want to watch it?
哎，这种独木两边的选手都会出现这种情况，对，因为它确实是一个盲区。来到枪械优势回合 ，RA 是选择留了一个容错。
So again, spread defaulting here happening. One player looking towards showers, although when that wall goes up, it's not amazing information. This push down short. Kang trying to go for a super wide swing. Goes down. And that's the main piece of danger in the round, to be honest. There's a 3-player stack still over towards B. Oh, it's a funny clip from a CS tournament? I mean, yeah, I'll watch it during the break, sure. Oh, I've got a funny story to tell you guys, by the way, as well, in the map break. You got to remind me.
清理完对面的绕后，现在其实 A 和 B 都是很开放的一个局面。
去 B 是完全放空，因为 Smoke 在 A 点丢个踩雷飞剑，
除非你那个时候进步回到了 B， 那我也没办法。甚至还留了一个 Still 在这儿等，正好等到就是 Viva 收下这一个击杀，这样的话一个非常干净的面对对面存前分的一个局面。
Okay.
而且是一个完美团灭，在这一个回合的过程当中。RA 他比常规的默认做多了一步，就像刚刚阿兰那个短闪，对他打了一个非常靠近的引路之损。
那个闪就是闪门口。
Now what is the bonus gonna look like?
就是你有可能在远处直架，或者是摸到脸上来。
Do they have anything interesting planned? They're not close to any ultimates. You got 2 Guardians, Bulldog, Rifle. Yeah, I mean it doesn't look like anything too crazy. Kang on top of truck. Very common spot for getting good value. Certainly better than the spot that Viva was playing on the side of the pocket box. Much easier to play off teammates. Ooh, Kang was looking. Kang almost got seen there because he's got his crosshair towards the left. So he can be seen from short. Doesn't matter though. He owns Viva. And immediately starts rotating because they're dogging hookah. Does Chichu want to... What are they doing over here? They have a player advantage and they want to... Oh, they're going to try and dog long to see whether it's real pressure. They see the sky, so yeah, keep 3 players B. But you've got to, yeah, get set up. All right, this is a decent defensive setup, I think. Oh my god. Kang playing with a bit of discipline there, backing off from the angle until Smoggy's around. And then he swings on the angle before Smoggy's ready anyway, but you can respect the attempt in the 3v1. Right. So this is... I was going to say last chance for Rare Adam to get started on this attack half properly with rifles, but they are still going to be able to put together some kind of buy in the next. So it's not a disaster. They've taken full showers control here though, and that's one of the areas that EDG was not paying attention to at the beginning of the round previously. They were putting a lot of attention towards short, as they are now. Like massive amounts of attention towards short. The smoke. Oh my god, though. Kang's positioning. Just rolled that. Haodong needs to keep his gun out. Goes 1 for 1. Kang is now back over towards lamps. He's everywhere. Oh, Martin shuts him down. And gets the kill on Smoggy. Martin. Don't feel like I've talked about Martin very much. The whole time I've... Oh, they know that both players are here, so they're taking the teleport. Nice mid-round decision. Do they have a molly? Yeah, they have a molly as well. Not the greatest plant spot in the world. Oh, now you're taking so much damage. And you're vulnerable. They have flash again in 3 seconds. They can flash repeat this? Oh my god, Yeoman looks a little stressed. Beefing his movement. Could have been winnable, but Yeoman was moving while he was shooting. Yeah, it feels like there's a little bit of stress happening in the RA camp. Like, it didn't seem that decisive there from Martin and Yeoman. They were a bit, oh, hey, what are we supposed to be doing? What are we supposed to be fighting over? Rather than somebody really being decisive about, like, okay, we'll, you know, Hyde will reflash in 3 or something like that. Or let's fight elbow and long. I don't know. Whatever it is. Whatever the post-plant decision is. They could have gotten the pit if they let the Viper plant. Yeah, I didn't even notice that. Maybe another situation where they're a bit scrambled and didn't think about it. Do you think the players know if their org made it into partnership already? Not officially, no. Maybe they've heard rumors of, like, people in the org being like, hey, we really think we're getting in. But I don't think the teams have been told officially yet. Could be wrong, they might have been told by now. Did you know that someone from Overwatch League tried to name themselves somebody? Like, I am a somebody? And instead, they messed up the translation and named themselves someone, which just, whilst being such similar words in English, one implies that you are a person of note, and one implies that you're a person of anonymity. Which is such a funny, tiny translation error that actually makes quite a big, like, metaphorical difference, right? Can you imagine if nobody named himself No One? It just doesn't hit as hard. Kangkang's very consistent with the op today. Now, he knows that Stu is going to double blast back on his head, so this is a ridiculous position to be playing in. I mean, that is the most predictable thing of all time. And yet, Kangkang is still just holding the world's most bizarro angle against that. Now they get the pit down, and this is going to be a weird round, because EDG control all of the outsides here, apart from hookah, but they control, you know, CT, and they could play towards elbow, and they have long control, so they're going to be spamming into this pit, and a lot of this round is just going to come down to them spamming, I mean, now off the dog as well. Spam, 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 spam. There goes Yihao. And now there's only one player left inside the pit. Stu has ult. Wait, Stu can win this with ult and nade. No, he can't! What is that shot from Haodong? His gun just got blessed at the end. What the hell did you just do? Look at his grimace. Show me that replay. I mean, what is going on there? So many kills happening due to spam. That is just pure spam into hookah, and it immediately landed the headshot. Ridiculous. Yeah, he just decided to toggle. Yeah, he just toggled. Stu has bought a judge again when he could have bought a normal rifle. Meanwhile, don't let this distract you from the fact that Martin is in lamps. I mean, Kangkang, you are going to get double blast packed on all the time. They've just won this round completely. Haodong and Smoggy. They don't need to save, but you might as well. You're in a 2v5.
这一分考虑断枪保一下就可以了。这就是 RA 他其实孤注一掷的，就快来波快的吧。
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Kang going for the fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice. You can't fool me again. Hopefully he repositions after this, and he doesn't just sit inside tube with an operator. If he gets fooled a third time by the Stew double blast pack with the judge, we're gonna have to intercede on his behalf. What is this? This emo is called Cope. Cope, Seethe, didn't ask, didn't care, stay mad, skill issue, L plus ratio. Wow. I don't feel like that accurately conveys the term cope. This is like somebody on the internet who's, I don't know. This isn't the same as coping in a. I feel like the name of the emote is wrong though. Yeah, it's more like a ratio emote or something. Do you see what I mean? It's like, it's more aggressive than cope. Cope implies that like the person you're talking to is being pathetic. At least that's how I see it. Alright, they boombot and dog to find Viva's position. Martin knows that he can get this lurk off because he did in the previous round and nobody paid any attention to him.
情况对于进攻方来说，突然一下变得柳暗花明。现在康康两边都有可能会出人，这个180度架不了啊！
这180度太难，这不止180了吧？
就关键浴室门口也
Dude, this caster is absolutely killing this bit, whatever it is. I guess it's just the comedy of Martin being around here and Kang checking both sides for him. Yeah. I don't know why Kang doesn't just reposition. Dude, what are you doing still here? Okay, now they know where he is. And Martin gets the kill. Another bad decision from Kang there. He's got glue on his shoes. I'm happier, RJ. Yeah, I'm happier. I don't think I'll ever be truly happy, but I'm happier.
这一分 EDG 的一个防守落位其实不是常规的落位，他们小黑屋没放人，是这让 Martin 在小黑屋里渗透的速度非常快，其实就是独木升起的时间，然后正好够过去。而且他是独木一开就直接走了，他没有给自己打算就迂回，我看看这儿有没有人这种想法，
他就是默认点，如果有人我就第一时间直接点个连击杀，如果没有人那最好。
那最近这2分 EDG 会有点伤，尤其是这个回合，虽然是保下了2把枪，但下一分的经济，尤其是 Smokey
because they saved.
对，现在形势对于 EDG 来说就没有。
They might be able to buy, but I don't think they can properly. Wow, what a kill from nobody. But yeah, Martin's lurk has got to be looked at now. Surely that's what After's going to talk about, right? You need some way of countering Martin's lurk. When he puts his Viper wall up, throw a piece of utility and spam, at least. That's such an unfortunate timing. They absolutely did her dirty. They were like, oh, cool Fade cosplay in the crowd. And they panned to her exactly as she's hitting the fattest yawn. Unlucky. And she's making me yawn. Fucking hell, it's contagious. Oh god, I haven't had enough sleep recently. I've been burning the candle at both ends. Aren't yawns spread through vision or some shit? No. I mean, you can read the word yawn and feel a compulsion to yawn. It's not a vision thing so much as a conceptual thing. No, it's not placebo. As far as they're aware, there is an actual... I mean, contagious is not really the right word, but I don't know what the right word is. Like an element of humans want to sync up their yawns for some reason, subconsciously. And from what I've read, they don't really know why. There's a bunch of theories, but none of them really seem compelling. Nobody jumping on top of that thing to avoid the molly. Oh, that's such a good snake bite from Chi-Chu. Kang Kang. They killed Smoggy inside the smoke and they didn't realize Kang Kang was there as well. What are you doing? Why are you dropping out? Oh, well, it's a 1v1. Haodong only has a sheriff. But if Yihao leaves, Haodong has a weapon. In fact, Haodong might be able to just grab a weapon anyway. He has. He's found a phantom. And Haodong has ult as well. Yihao's going to A. Haodong might have read it here. I don't know whether Haodong's read it or whether he's just looking... Haodong's in a position where he could ult A. I don't think he will, though, because he's too far away to follow up. He might do, though, just to give himself a better timing. He won't be able to hear where it is. Yeah, no, he's too far away. Couldn't hear the plant. Okay, now he reacts. Yeah, like I said, Kub JK, there's a lot of different theories as to why, but I don't think any of them have been... I don't think any of them have a resounding amount of evidence for them. I could be wrong, but I've certainly heard similar things and other reasons as to why. Right, Haodong dies. Unlucky. Is this live? Yeah. Well, that was a close round for being an eco from EDG. They certainly created a lot of chaos with the way that Smoggy and Kang Kang played around on site. But yeah, they had a 4-player stack on B and they ran into it. I really don't like the split screen. I think it's awful. Because your attention isn't being directed to one thing versus another. But I think it's a little bit a matter of personal preference. Some people do seem to like it. But I think from a broadcast perspective, it isn't a good idea. Oh, wow, the showers crunch to finish off the game. Damn. And then they hit a spike. Wow. Yeah, picture in picture does achieve the same thing whilst keeping you focused on one thing primarily. But for example, if they ran a split screen for like all major duels in the game, I think it would make things far more confusing. Like in theory, if you like the split screen during the clutch, would you want them to run a split screen during like an op battle or something? So that you could watch both POVs or... I don't know. It's super confusing in my opinion. Good luck, Martin. Good luck. Well, what a round from EDG. We haven't really seen either team go for Showers Crunch at all. And that's the first round that EDG decided to go for it. Beautifully timed with the Brim ultimate. And then the Viper's Pit on top to be able to follow that up. They have the dog. Chishu goes through. Unconventional as well to Showers Crunch with the Viper. But worked a treat. Kang Kang. I'm not a sociopath, chat. Kang Kang's gonna peek. Sand. They also have Smoggy's ult. Yeoman with Seekers on the attack side could be really impactful too later on in the half. Oh my god, why is Kang Kang so wide on this angle? Okay, he's going back. Dude, Kang Kang is a menace. Kang Kang is a menace. Is there really any need to do this? Their economy is not in a good spot. This game could still get really close. Oh, he got spotted. He definitely got spotted.
球球还得用开枪来掩护一下刚刚车队的路线。
手稳也给了，就这波要全力保他回来。
对，风险和收益是并存的嘛。这一波了，追猎之点先锁定 A 3个，
但是不是真的要打 A 呢？
这康康在 B， 这个是个名牌。
Oh, Smoggy gets info that there's somebody over towards showers and they want to fight. Viva gets one. Ooh, Viva almost got both of them, but now Smoggy has ult. Go through the teleporter, run into Kankan. No. Martin deep in lamps. Look how passive Chishu is playing here, because he knows that they could be in pipes already. As soon as the plank goes down, Kankan can start flanking properly. Before, he had to wait for them in case they went through the teleporter. Chishu's rotated back over to heaven. He might have a better angle on somebody. But the post plant looks okay here from Rare Atom. I don't know whether that flash caught info. What? I think that was just a pre-fire from Yeoman, but it actually caught Kankan. Yeoman kills 2, but he's the last player alive. Chishu versus Yeoman in a 1v1 for the map. Chishu is really fast into lamps here. But he's given away his spot. What a round from Yeoman in the post plant. All 3 kills in post. Woo. What a shot from Viva. The Rare Atom players are heating up in terms of their shots that they're hitting as well. Beginning of the map, it was just all EDG winning these like wild aim moments, and now we're seeing Rare Atom on the entries be able to get off a bunch of their own. This map is getting close. They might want to go for a showers crunch again. They're looking towards B long. What kind of who's got contact here at B long? Alright, Chishu does now. They're gonna go for the contact flash? No? They know that there's at least somebody here, but they don't know how pushed up they are. Oh, someone right there. Ooh, nobody misses. Beginning of the map, nobody was on fire. He just simply couldn't miss. Look how close all of these guys are to ults as well, by the way, chat. This is going to be devastating for EDG in the next rifle round. Brim ult comes online, so now they can get the Viper or the Raze to plant. Okay, we're just going to get Sky to plant. We don't actually want the showstopper for next round. At least send Stu to go and fight, right? You're in a 5v2, let Stu play aggressive and try and get up the showstopper. Nope, we're going to get our Sky to take contact again. The only player that's miles away from their ult. But and now Yeoman is one away from ult as well. Who needs the ults anyway? Yeah. This is looking like OT. I mean, they can pick and choose now based on the ult orb who they want to actually have the orb, but they don't have the showstopper to try and just do like a fast play down short or something like that. This is where Stu should be inting. What the fuck? Yo, man! You can't be dying to spike there. You're a pro player. Dude. Just an outrageous ultimate advantage for Rare Atom. Because half of these ults, at least, are going to come up during the round. You know, Kankan, Yeoman, Martin, Stu, at least 2 of those are going to come up during the round and be able to potentially turn the tide towards Rare Atom. Unless Kankan kills everyone with Blade Storm, but I think the ults for Rare Atom should be getting a lot more value. And Kankan's pushed up towards showers here. And he's looking at the ult orb, but he hasn't taken it yet. Okay. Seekers are used really early from nobody. I don't really understand why the Seekers were used. Maybe to try and see if the Showers players should push? I'm not sure. They're also not playing for the ult orbs, Reratum. Oh, nobody gets punished going back into hookah. They wanted some information. They flashed into hookah. They didn't see anything, so they were like, okay, I'm going to push in there. Haodong is now in a really rough spot. They still managed to find a kill, and Chishu picks up the lurker of Viva. They managed to go 1-for-1, and then Smoggy leaves, so now they have a player advantage. The Brim ult found no value. The others didn't even get to use their ults because they didn't build them up properly. Oh my god. Oh my god. How does the shorty get that? Did Smoggy not spam? Oh my god, Martin can still win this. He's going to run into Chishu. Oh, Chishu's good for it. EDG winning against a massive ult snowball that Reratum just never quite got going. What a round from Smoggy at the end there, to be able to grab one and back off without getting caught, so he was able to support Haodong and still fall back to play with Kang Kang. EDG should have won that map. They were in a massive advantage just based on the first half, but it took them a lot to close that out. Both teams played fairly good on the... Both teams played a fairly good attack half, considering the composition that they're playing, which can often, if you're a lower level team, just end up being we run it down kind of comp. But this was patient and controlled from both of these guys, trying a bunch of different win conditions, going for some of the fast burst plays, going for some of the defaults, going for some of the Viper lurks. We saw a Showers crunch thrown in there as well. Quite a nice game of bind. Quite a nice game of bind. Yeah, not bad, not bad. What advantage does the winning team get if they win finals? Well, this is the final of the tournament. They would win the tournament, and they would get an enormous amount of points, which means that they would get the higher seed in Ascension compared to the opponents that they would overtake in terms of the points. Yeah, EDG does place first, regardless of win or loss, because they beat FPX. Reratum, I think, are already second anyway. And it's quite possible neither of these teams play in Ascension. But at the same time, this is to decide who the best team currently in China is heading into 2024. There isn't really going to be another Chinese tournament before VCT starts. So whoever wins this tournament is going to be able to go into VCT for China as the de facto team to beat. I suppose even if Reratum win, EDG are still going to be considered as good as them because they won the other two tournaments this year, because they've accomplished so much at the Masters tournaments as well and Champions by getting super deep. But it's there's a bit of pride on the line as well, I think. And glory. Will EDG try to win Ascension? I don't think they'll be playing in Ascension, because I would be amazed if EDG don't make it into partnership. Just curious what you think both teams are in comparison to other regions right now. It kind of depends on the map. I think EDG... I think... Well... It's so tough, man. EDG don't look like they're as good as when they made top 5 in the world. They look like they're stumbling a bit right now. They don't look like it in this game, actually. This match was pretty good. I feel like if they played against some top teams, not the best teams in the world on bind, but some top teams, they'd be able to beat them. But their performance yesterday on Haven and their performance on Sunset when we've seen them play against Rare Adam, their performance on Lotus against Rare Adam, these kind of games from EDG looked real rough. They would lose. If they played Haven like they did against FPX yesterday, they would be losing against the Tier 2 Americas teams. The top Tier 2 Americas teams would beat the piss out of them on Haven, I think. But and maybe on Ascent as well. But I think by the time EDG play in a Masters tournament, they'll have refined some of that stuff, hopefully. I don't know. It could be due to overworking themselves. It more feels like they've been playing in so many tournaments and so many matches that they've just kind of skipped over all of the detailed hard work that you need to do to get good at a map. But yeah. How is EDG's Lotus? It's okay. It's okay. It's not amazing, but they really lost the last time they played Lotus because they beefed all of their ultimate plays against Rare Atom on their attack side. And then on defense, they lost the pistol and they lost the bonus. They're playing Lotus later on in this series, and I think it should be a really competitive game. I think EDG actually should be able to win that. But I think it's going to be really close. Yeah, this was EDG's map pick, yes. They have, like, no breaks to come up with new shit. They play so much, all their shit has been shown, and they don't have the time to come up with new stuff. Yeah, I think that's definitely part of it, but it's not really about coming up with new stuff so much as just perfecting the details, I think. Because, like, when you watch them play, a lot of their ideas of where to place the utility and how we should exactly be approaching this retake, it feels like they just haven't had enough time to actually, okay, guys, let's take an hour and all just figure out how we're going to retake C on Haven. Let's really talk about, okay, when we go for the retake C and we're flood defending, where should we be positioned? What smokes should we be throwing? Like that kind of stuff. You know, there are some teams that are just super drilled with those kind of situations, and they've put in the server time and they've put in the thought to that, and it takes time. And if you're just playing matches all the time, presumably EDG, you just haven't had the opportunity to go through all of the stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, so okay. You want the story? It's actually a really short story. It's not particularly long. I'll tell you the story and then I'll watch the CS clip. I woke up in a bit of a cold sweat today. Remember that I went to sleep for like 6.5 hours because I was playing Minecraft last night. I was playing DayZ, then Minecraft, and then went to bed and was waking up at 9 a.m. to co-stream this game. And I woke up in a bit of a cold sweat at like 6 a.m. probably, because I'd had a dream that Bren had been in a meeting with Riot and they told him that they didn't trust him. And I was like, wow, that's so cold. What the fuck? And I was like, Bren, they told you that they didn't trust you. Meanwhile, they told me what the next agent is and I got to play it, but I'm not allowed to talk about it on stream. And he was like, oh, what the fuck? Like, why do they trust you, but they don't trust me? What the hell's going on? And I was like, yeah. I've been allowed to test out the new agent, but and I was like, here, let me show you what the new agent was. By the way, the new agent in my dream was Wrecking Ball from Overwatch. The new agent in my dream was fucking Wrecking Ball. Hammond from Overwatch. And I'm in my dream, right? And I bring Bren to my PC and I'm like, Bren, look how cool this agent is. And then Bren's like, damn, I just wish Riot trusted me. And then he walks off. And then I realized in my dream that I was streaming, that I had not stopped my live stream, and that my stream was still going, and that I had leaked the agent to everybody in the world. And it didn't matter if I deleted the VOD, because it would get clipped and it would just get put out everywhere to everybody. And I woke up like this. So not only did I dream falsely that Riot was playing me and Bren against each other, which they've never done, I also dreamt that they were adding Hammond Wrecking Ball to Valorant, which they're definitely not going to do. And I dreamt that I had leaked something really important on stream, which I've never done before. So that was just like a trifecta of weird video gaming nightmares. Show chat Wrecking Ball clips for all those who don't know. Oh, Wrecking Ball gameplay and best moments videos. Not Miley Cyrus Wrecking Ball. It's this guy. He rolls around as a ball and he can like swing and slam. They added this to Valorant. It's a hamster in a ball. They added this to Valorant. So all I'm saying is, I might be slightly paranoid about leaking things on stream. Slightly paranoid. And I also might have been streaming too much recently if I'm dreaming about it in that kind of way. What is this? We're talking about the best Wrecking Ball in the world.
There also isn't another Wrecking Ball in the league that's as good as Eamon, at least from what we've seen so far as well. There were a couple of teams that tried to pick up ball specialists this year, but none of them really succeeded in the same way that Eamon has.
Well, there he is, having a time. That's the best Wrecking Ball in the world, ladies and gentlemen.
Ah, that's such a great moment. That's such a great moment. Oh, God. The best Wrecking Ball in the world, ladies and gentlemen. What a line from Bren. That's so good. Oh, fucking hell. Okay, so we got Lotus. Like we were talking about, EDG's Lotus is really not that bad, but they were messing up their pistols, bonuses, ults, like the really important swing rounds were getting messed up last time they played against Rare Atom. I like the defensive setup, all makes sense. They haunt over towards A. Rare Atom are looking to try and push somebody off this line on A. This is really dangerous here for Martin. If he taps this orb, or if he... Oh, it's the turret contact. If he takes turret contact, they know that he's within the paranoia range. Oh my god, super dangerous. What a lovely trap play, actually, from EDG. Oh, and that is fantastic, too. The classic right click. Acting like a little shorty or a judge or something. Don't overfight this, though. Oh, they overfought it. Don't toss this. You had such a nice pistol, and now you're in a 3v3. Oh, you're tossing. Oh, you're tossing. Chishu knows where at least one of them is. He should maybe know where both of them are. He's clean. He's clean. Okay. EDG with an awesome trap play over towards C, and then they get overconfident. I actually really like this blast pack, and then I think it's fine to try and fight Yihao until he runs away into spawn. And then you should just back up and play the massive player advantage that you have. Right, so EDG win pistol. That's already a massive beginning for them. It's going to stunt Rare Atom in terms of their ult generation a little bit. Not massively, because they still have priority access to a lot of these orbs. But, you know, Stu didn't get a bunch of kills on the pistol, and he's not going to get some free anti-eco kills here, so it's mostly the kill part of it that's going to be stunted. Chishu is the best Chinese Valorant player, chat. Do not at me. He's definitely playing like it in this tournament. Smoggy looked like the best Chinese Valorant player, though, in the 10 Global Invitational, and, you know, Kang Kang has done in the past. I think it's very... I think it's movable. It's a movable feast. The best Chinese player.
但楼梯烟不给呢，我觉得大概率 EDG 是觉得你不会。
关键浩东其实有个暗眼可以掩护一下 Smoggy。如果硬冲树屋的话，也不是很。
All right, Viper utility goes up. Smoggy is getting walked on right now. They go for the paranoia too. Wait, Kangkang with a marshal here. He's so dead. It's not even the shorty that gets him. All right, but now Smoggy and Haodong know that they're in trouble. Oh, they're pivoting to B. What an interesting mid-round call. Yihao doesn't have any smokes. Yeah, the EDG guys get 2 kills because they're not smoked off. So now 3v3. Stu has a bulldog. Stu is not really in a position to take a fight. He's clearing out the one area that they're not playing in. Oh, Stu still gets someone though. Could it be winnable? Possibly. Possibly. Oh, great try by Stu. I like the little peaks. That got close. That definitely got close. So here's the other thing, actually, that Rare Atom were doing really well on their attack side, which is worth mentioning now because it almost happened again in round 2. They do a lot of contact A. And when you play the Killjoy in the standard spots over towards like B and, you know, the turret watches this and then the alarm bot is here, when you play this kind of Killjoy setup, you don't really have a good understanding of if people are contacting up A. Unless you're jiggle peeking this corner and this corner just gets blocked off by the wall, how, you know, if this gets smoked off as well, how do you stop them contacting? So now they've moved the Killjoy setup to being a info towards B and A. So they can play a 3-1-1 kind of setup here, or a 3-0-2 as it happens, where they try to stop Rare Atom from doing these contact A pushes. I think this is a nice adjustment. We'll see if they continue doing it on the rifle rounds though, because this is just a bonus for EDG. Sideshow, I'm fed up of school and exams. I just don't feel I took the right field to study. What should I do? Everybody at some point, even if you did choose the right field of study, thinks that has doubts about it. So make sure that you're serious about having made a mistake. It's certainly possible that you have, but make sure you put a lot of thought into it. Try not to do anything rash or impulsive with regards to that. But then there's plenty of resources that I've recently looked at that my chat helped me out with, actually, because my sister had the same kind of thing. Plenty of different like workplace resources and quizzes from the US government, the UK government, all sorts of different things of like what careers might appeal to you based on what things you like to do. And different resources about what careers are just out there and what fields are out there. And no matter how old you are, you've probably got enough time to learn something new. Oh my god, nobody has just finessed them potentially. But he's given them the whole of the A site. It's super winnable for either team still. 2v2. Haodong and nobody not favored because of the weaponry that they have and the positioning. But could they hit some shots? Yeah. Can you give me more details about those resources? Yeah. So what country are you in? If you're in the US, or actually either country, My Next Move is a good website to have a look at. Oh my god. Oh my god, Haodong. So mynextmove.com is a really good resource to have a look at. If you're in the UK, the Office for National Statistics has an Excel spreadsheet that you can download that has all of the jobs in the UK on it. So the Office for National Statistics lumps jobs into certain categories and organizes all of the jobs in the UK into about 2,000 different categories, and you can scroll through them and it tells you what qualifications you need, a brief description of what the job would be, and you can go through them. And what I had my sister do was I had her go through all of the categories, all 2,000 of them, and if she liked the idea of it, mark it with a 1 to 3 of how much she liked it, and then we sorted through the Excel spreadsheet based on how much she liked the idea of the jobs, and we looked at what qualifications there were and how she would get into them and that kind of thing, and really like systematically went through it. 2,000, that's too much? It really isn't. It'll take you like 2 days to go through. If you're serious about trying to change your career, it's not that much work. What if I just want to vibe and not work?
后呢，球就没有撑住。
Get a job as a YouTuber. I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. Marry rich.
利用 Still 的判官推出去，他们重新把位置站得更开了一点。而 Still 这个判官，我觉得是无敌位啊。好像有反馈 ，Nobody 应该是有预警，这个位置可能有人。若分内结束了 ，Smokey 过来收。若分内结束了 ，Nobody 先出枪 ，Still 只有一滴血，他是不能接受被任何混烟的。他有晚焰火，但是也不太敢交。
Oh my God, Stu knows that there's somebody right there.
找人，他找一个背身，我觉得。正面先到一个
Stu could win this.
还有机会去操作，他还在等。盲狙，但时间这分要保狙了。对，捡狙的这一刻就 Nobody 这一枪盲狙，帮队友省了4700啊，太近了。
The fuck?
再来看一下这个回合。 果然，这种变速确实能打 EDG 一个这种出其不意啊！对，因为首先对于 EDG 来说，你要去猜对面会不会 all in 经济强袭。
His classic didn't work.
只有进攻方里比赛，或者是防守方什么第三分全起轻甲情况下，才能这一分
Yeah.
这种全枪，或者说
Yeah. What?
一是要猜你强起，二是要猜你 rush。对，那么这一分在提速的情况下 ，RA 是获得了一个必点的守护爆能器的优势。
You think China can get an international win next year?
非常好的效果。
Probably not.
现在还有一个底牌就是这个晚焰火。
But I think they will inevitably get one
可以说是省下来
in the coming years.
对于现在的 RA 来说，局面上很有优势啊。这吃亏吃怕了，上来先交一个。 中技能打不来收益之后就很亏，是来一个消散。这一次又是常规的拖延二人组啊，蝰蛇加奇勒在 C 点里面。哦呦，这个 timing，
almost crazy timing there.
又怕是正面勾，然后里面
So, Rare Adam went for a fast speed play in the previous round. They used their Viper's Pit. They used their Cosmic Divide. This round, they got the Showstopper. They got the Fade ult. Huge ults. And Rare Adam are normally really good at the attack side, kind of like creation of space. Look, they push 3 players at the beginning of the round over towards C. They create a bit of pressure in that direction. No turret anymore. Now they go back and over towards A. And EDG do not commonly put people here. EDG do not play people in this area of the map very often, which allows their opponents to do this kind of like contact retake of A. They're worried that Haodong could be here, but he isn't. They can fade ult and raise ult this. Oh wait, they're planning to pivot B. Look at these guys. Look at Yihao and Martin. Here they come again on another B hit. Is Kankan gonna get caught? No. Stu slips into CT. It's a bit of a weird fade ult. I don't like that. But it does give him the kill on Nobody. Stu is just out here in... Oh my god, he missed the kill onto Smoggy. So Smoggy gets rid of Stu. 2v3 retake. You just need to say, oh, Smoggy can't even save. So what, they've got 2-round loss bonus here. And Haodong can keep his armor. They should be able to buy next round.
这就是 RA 的角色，他们还是倾泻了2个终极技能来做了一个拉扯的转点。对，本来拉扯转点就给 RA 带来了一个位置上能先占的一个优势，然后再利用终极技能把自己的优势扩大，而且还阻隔了整个 EDG 的回防时间。我觉得 EDG 要叫在明了，这对于 EDG 来说是要当，因为他们预想。
I missed a message from Achilles.
一开始这个策略一切都在他们预算之内。
I think.
但是出岔的那一刻是在这个。
Oh yeah.
他收获了人数，而且让
Talking about studying film.
时间都没有被补掉，没有被清理掉。我觉得要解决的。 恰恰是 Stu 在打掉第一个球之后，他
That was a while ago.
管得到，并且还影响到了 EDG 的回防时间。EDG 这个战术最怕的是什么？被拖延。
Am I gonna watch part of the Afrika event? I'd love to, but I don't have permission at the moment. And Sliggy apparently hasn't heard back from the Afrika guys, or at least that was the last I heard of it. And Yeah, I haven't heard back either from... I didn't get in touch with the Afrika people directly. I don't know who to get in touch with, but... Yeah, I would really appreciate that, Seth. If you have a contact that I can get in touch with, or if you would, yeah, I'd appreciate it a lot. Sliggy last said that the Afrika tournament wasn't allowed to be broadcast on Twitch. So, is it exclusive to Afrika TV?
现在能够咬住，而且进攻方的经济会更容易累计。并且 Stu 手里有民居，而且 EDG 这一分其实是一个存钱分啊，只有2名选手。
Can it be broadcast on YouTube? Like, could I do a YouTube co-stream from Afrika TV?
看一下这一分 EDG 在存钱分的情况下，2把狂徒
都在 A， 赌了一波对手打 A。
凯特飞剑可以出去。
Well, maybe we'll do a VOD review of it. I mean, we could do a VOD review of it as a live co-stream. Well, not a live co-stream, but you know what I mean? Like, as soon as the VODs get uploaded, we can just do a co-stream of it as if it was live. No co-streams equals no views. I mean, it'll have views from a Korean audience, but it won't have views from anybody else if it's only being broadcast on Afrika TV. Well, it's not exactly true. I think some people are tuned in to watch it, but not many. Old school co-stream? Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll do something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, let me focus on this. So EDG didn't end up going for a buy. Kangkang went for a bit of a hero buy, and Haodong kept his rifle.
我觉得这一分应该就是打 A 的。来了，花式旋油给 A 大，想换对面的技能，浩东的暗影被逼了出来，但暗兽走向了 AB Link， 还是两边都有选择。踩雷飞剑来自于防守方，这边是康康丢的踩雷飞剑，要把球球接回来，球球退回了点内，还是要去转 B 吗？14秒，14秒，是一个很极限的决策，这边没架住。 Nobody 在 B 点外面超了一个 Nobody 控制着 B 大，两头
Interesting spot for Martin.
OK， 那在现在 Nobody 那个位置
Martin just has to be patient. Okay.
哇，马丁这一波是游穿了 A 点啊！我觉得这是 EDG 不能接
受
的
局面。
马丁应该是用楼梯摸上去的。那 RA 还是掌控着石门的 AB 连接，而且以及 B 点的2楼，这两个位置都是不错的。尽管 B 大是 Nobody 的控制，但是你现在2楼怎么清理？我硬靠枪了，清一个。 正面一个正义点掉，有机会吗 ？AB Link 狙了 ，AB Link 这个位置不太好操作，有手稳，
Wait, there's no way that EDG win this, right? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
在这种 B 点2楼的位置产生了局部的对枪优势，完成了这一局的回防和翻盘。这就是其实 EDG 在败者组决赛里面面对 FPX 的很多时候，他们能够打出的东西，尽管他们枪械不够，他们可能只有2到3把的一个步枪，但他们会利用这2到3把步枪，把他们的效益发挥到最大化，以及把很多人的个人能力发挥出来。这一分 Nobody 在中路的一个绕后，哎呦，第3发正义点到头，然后捡到步枪，而且最后也是值回了票价。 RA 想赢这种第一时间占领 B 区、阻止对方回防的路线，就一定要像马丁刚才那样，去断至少1到2个 EDG 选手在回防路线上的人。这样的话 ，EDG 整个节奏就会不会去前压。但是对面是直接拉开，因为 Steel 是雷兹，所以他用机器翻腾直接翻开了位置。对，一般来说玩焰火炸雷兹和炸截风都会有很大的风险。
I like the way that Rayratim avoided that, but Kangkang still has the op. They've got the showstopper, the op, and all the killjoy setup on C. I mean, they are just so trying to stop this lockdown from happening, but Kangkang used his nade as well, so now Kangkang doesn't have the nade to stop this. What? He got the nade back! And now he's breaking... He didn't break the lockdown with the nade! He missed the nade! Holy fucking scramble stations! What the hell is going on here?
而且现在点是进了，但是包还没拿。对，而且人数现在很少。那最后是 Steel 带着个棒子机进来，但现在全面封锁已经结束了。
Insane opping from Kangkang, but if you're going to put your Raze on C to stop the lockdown, you probably want them to use the nade a little differently, and maybe the ult a little differently too. Dude, Kangkang's hitting with the op today. Go on, go for the ace, go for the ace.
对于一个非常大的一个摧毁。因为他们其实本来想的布置非常简单，我们利用过顶过到一个安全位置，布置全面。
He gave them the Pontius Pilot. My hands are clean.
还有人想去补这一枪，但是都成为了康康的枪下亡魂。是，
这一分打 C， 我觉得决策上是没有任何问题的，因为康康已经把 C 玩意我交了，
海雷飞剑也都交了，
对他只能是选择后撤的一个明狙加点位。
This guy's the best op in Valorant right now? Yeah, definitely. He has been for a while.
找到了一个先打开人数缺口的机会，跟对方站起的一个五个人数的互动啊，让现在的 RA 节奏上有点小崩。
对，我觉得对于 RA 来说，这个暂停是得叫了，因为他们一度是能够把这个场面稳住，追到一个2比3。
Damn.
但现在这个城市又非常的不稳定了。是，你是进攻方没错，你可以安置爆能。
What about Wardell? Yeah, Wardell is the second best, chat. You're right. Yeah.
爆能系的安装和连败。
Yeah, Wardell is the second best opera of all time, but the first best is still Kankan.
EDG 是防守开 ，EDG 在上一场对阵方 Plus 的时候是进攻拿了9分，是防守其实打的回合数比较少，而 RA。
What about me? Oh, you're third for Enter. I've seen you tear it up down there in silver. You're the third best opera of all time.
之下 ，RA 要想想办法了。如果在进攻端都拿不到太大的分数的话，这张地图给他们的操作空间就会非常小。
我觉得至少要拿到一个接近平手或者是完全平手。
我觉得5分可能只是一个及格分而已，是因为这
All right.
确实是一个很。
Are we gonna see EDG actually fight over rubble control? They very rarely fight hard on their defense side, mostly because they like to have Kankan op a lot. But they could have Haodong post up. Nope. Oh, Haodong's been caught by the fade. Haunt. Took a while, but he did die.
最终还是由 Stu 穿掉了对方的浩东，
主要 Stu 好像没有被照出来哦。浩东是一个单向被
循着弹道来的。
对。
Kankan loves open from this spot. He's so happy playing around these Viper timings. I mean, he's just, this is so aggro.
这会让康康这把明狙可以架得很舒服。
对，两边其实都是这样嘛。因为大家其实就是主烟的区别。
You know, do you guys remember those alcohol adverts where it was like a don't. They were like public service announcements not to overdrink on a night out. And it was like a guy who had drunk too much thinking that he was invincible. When I watch Kankan after he's hit an insane couple of shots, he just plays like he's invincible. Look at this. Unbelievable. They just can't get through. They just can't get through. The back to back. He is invincible.
但大家的选择还是我们去想办法补掉这把。
这个时候就展现出在进攻端这个阵容的硬缺了，没有正面的硬闪，所以康康这把狙可以肆无忌惮，只要不被摸到侧身，他就可以非常完美的。
Oh, he hit a body shot as well.
但是传到了。
Well, not a body shot, but like a, what do you call it? A wall bang. Body shot. Yeah, you guys need a headshot with the optic kill.
他要如何操作呢？他已经用了他的精细方向过了这个口。
已经没有任何技能了，1零笼罩。
OK， 强行逼对面走完一会儿。
Nice blast pack.
但他现在不能吃任何伤害。
Immediately counter it with the lockdown.
C 区 RA 的进攻又再次的受阻。
What did Rare Atom do?
现在 RA 得找。
They haven't left their lurker over towards A.
弱侧了。 那这个 A 区是他们非常好的一个。
They've got to be cautious about this, but they don't have any prowlers. They don't have prowlers, they don't have boombot, they've just got to Chad walk it. They would be screwed if Haodong was rubble right now.
可以从康康的轨迹能看到，他也在猜对面在想什么。哦，他已经逐渐转移到了 A 点的楼梯附近。对
，RA 拼了楼梯 ，EDG 知道他们现在 B 点已经压出来了。
Well, now they know where Kankan is going to peek from. The boombot. Good shot from Yeoman. Double flank is coming through quickly here, though, from Haodong and nobody. Could be a game changer.
啊，现在爆能器安装完毕 ，EDG 有一个4打5的回防机会，而 Stu 他是没有什么生命值的。
Oh, whiffy from Smoggy.
Bunky 可能当时有些走神，第一时间被对方一个大拉拉扯了强线，而 Nobody 这个位置，
主卫守住了，浩东没有闪，没有暗眼，但正面对枪取得胜利。
God, that's such nice, like, little peeking into a wide swing.
发2个应该是最后。
Nice anticipation of the second player there from Chishu as well, but couldn't quite last long enough to kill Yihao. Good round from Rare Atom in the end then. They managed to punish Kangkang, and they win the round. EDG only win when Kangkang aces. That's the new narrative, chat. Roll with it. Thank you for the dono, OA Bronson. Who are your top 3 ops currently, Josh? Oh, I don't know. I'll probably end up missing somebody, won't I? I mean, Kangkang, Aspas, then I don't know. Maybe
关键 Stu 现在这个位置有点暗面 ，EDG 的人不太好去猜。
1号想保命，1号
maybe CNED, maybe Durka, maybe like Oxy is gonna be insane with the op. I don't really know who the third is, to be honest with you. Don't know. I mean, yeah, it should be Yay if it's Cryo on defense. It should be Yay, but we haven't seen him play in so long. Wow. Great work from Chichu and Smoggy there. EDG are dominating. I mean, this feels like a different EDG. This is EDG just like fully turned up. 2 massive rounds delivered by Kangkang. And now they're anticipating where Rare Atom are going around the map, putting pressure on them, flanking, feeling confident enough to abuse the holes in how they're playing the attack side. God damn. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who the third is, but I feel like it's Kangkang and Aspas as the top 2. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know the third. EDG pushed up towards rubble.
对于2A 来说，这一分可能做些什么呢 ？A 点我们看到，他们甚至是直接把架默认枪线的 Viva 放在了家里面，就背靠莲花池拿一把正义。其实那个角度，甚至一发头，如果对面是重甲，都不一定会死得掉。如果对面压出来，
是。而 Nobody 现在这个位置手就非常的公式化了。
Good shot by Stu. Now there's no snake bites to have to worry about as you get into C. Both Nano Swarms popped. They know where Chishu is playing. Stu has taken enough damage that he now dies. It doesn't matter. It's not going to be relevant.
OK， 还是安了一个山顶包，可以退到 C 大土坡去守这个暴动器。要退吗？有多少人能退？6加第一线没架住，
打了一个1换1，
是优曼利用队友的之后拿到了
再绕后正面要等吧。
Oh, Smuggy on the flank again. This is what I'm talking about. The EDG just getting so confident that they're now pushing out on the flank a lot more and finding these gaps. Whereas before they weren't confident enough to go for that. What a shot from Viva. That's just made the round winnable. Chishu could still win this though. He knows where both players are. Andy has a phantom. He's just doing chip damage. Oh, lovely little dodge there from Yihao. What a massive eco round for Rare Atom to win. This actually makes this a competitive half potentially. But 7-5 is still pretty devastating.
正面架枪，让你拉出来1颗的机会，这也是数位的优势嘛。对，这就是这种爆发，这种比较高的枪械，这种所能带来的威慑性。
那这样的话，对于 RA 来说，捞回第4分，这至少离他们能够。
Is the Guardian actually good? Not if you're me. Not if you aim like I do, which is to say badly.
现在有一个夜灵可以直接使用。
All right, A rebel controls. Stu blast packs across. Kangkang gets out. They have Fade Ult to worry about here from Yeoman. Door opened instantly. Fade Ult, open door Prowler, or are they going to catch the people flanking? There's been a flank from EDG all the time. Yihao's looking for it. The turret's going to catch the contact. Unless they smoke it off. Here comes the Fatal. Prowler through tree. They need to open door and Prowler again. But Yeoman is with them in the main side. Stu is so deep right now. But didn't have anybody right behind him to trade. The spacing messing Rare Adam up. Yihao gets 2 kills. Is this still winnable? Haodong only has a pistol. It's going to require another big kill from somebody. Maybe Martin can make this work. Oh no, he can't. What is that? Yihao's going to ace and win the round. He dies to 1 bullet. He missed the shot. What a half from EDG. What a half from EDG. Way better than the last time they played on Lotus. The last time they played Lotus, they were playing Retake constantly on A. This time, anchoring the site, putting pressure on them, not allowing them to just walk up A. Putting pressure with the Killjoy utility, with the Operator, by holding tree super aggressively. And Stu's entries not cooking. They're gonna need Stu to go on fire in this pistol and defense half, because an 8-4 should just be wrapped up for EDG right now. Attack-sided map. As long as EDG don't completely fumble their ult plays and lose pistol, they should be fine. Kangkang has aced a quarter of their rounds. Yep. 2 of their rounds have come from the pistol and follow-up, and 2 of their rounds have come from Kangkang acing. Other than that, it was 4-4. But, yeah, they just denied really important opportunities for Rare Atom to be able to build up a good attack half with the Operator. Was EDG lucky to get 6 last time? No. If anything, they probably should have got a little more than 6. They went up 0-4 right at the beginning. I mean, maybe you could argue that that's a bit lucky that they won the pistol in the bonus, but they had a good bonus round. But then they just beefed all their ultimate plays. They had a horrible Showstopper, a horrible Viper's Pit. And they just, it went from 4-0 to 4-4 immediately. Does Rare Atom come in Chinese? Rare Atom comes, from what we've heard, in quite a lot of English. They probably use some Mandarin and Korean as well, based on like who's alive and who they're trying to communicate to. But when we heard the comms listening, it was in English. They didn't even break the alarm bot there. So Rare Atom still keeping extremely good information towards B. As soon as Yeoman takes contact, he swung out wider. He wasn't on the pixel angle, and he got completely pre-fired by Kangkang and Haodong. Oh my god, he got eviscerated. He was supposed to just take contact there, back off, and the B player was supposed to rotate to A. And now the pistol round is cooked. They need to win this. Oh. He wasn't expecting Haodong. Look how tight the spacing is for EDG compared to Rare Atom. I think that's one of the areas where EDG are clearly the best in China. Tight trading and the way in which they're like Counter-Strike fundamentals. Playing with each other, holding angles for each other, making sure that they're close enough to trade. All of that stuff is really nice from EDG.
底补不到枪啊！我们看到坡底的 Steel 完全没有机会，他最终是抽到了 Nobody 一发，为这一届名牌 EDG
Good luck, Stu. This game should be over. This might be the whole series. If EDG are up 2-0, what are the next maps? Ascent? Actually, EDG have been banning that. And then Sunset's the final map, so that means Split. Okay, so the next maps are Ascent and Split. I haven't seen them play that. I don't know. But I would imagine that EDG are going to be able to win 1 out of 3 of those maps. Rare Adam need a miracle. That might be the miracle they're looking for. Or at least the beginning of one. The full nearsighted Sheriff headshot onto Kangkang.
1号就在 A 点的附近，他应该会第一时间听到对方的动静。
的旋转门已经开了，但由于刚才 EDG 有运枪，所以方
What a weird defensive Viper wall as well, actually, from Viva.
很关键，而且是有一颗葵腹。
被混烟混死了，但出烟2发架住一个。
Okay, Haodong overstepping himself through the other side of the smoke without support. Then nobody feeds. EDG are falling to pieces. EDG are falling to pieces. What was that round? Playing so sloppy as soon as they hit the site. Just after I'd praised them for having really tight spacing, they're just running in randomly, one by one, on either side of the site.
这一下是已经被咬到了，全黑的情况之下，我的天哪！优满这一发价值千金，好吧？对，没有这一分 ，RA 这场比赛这张地图非常困难。
God damn.
但现在
Yeah, it's a nice smoke as well on site by Yihao.
那局面就会发生逆转，
大量的数位 ，RA 4把数位的一分 ，EDG 是在存
Now EDG are on the eco, on what should be their bonus.
但是现在 R 也不太敢过于冒进，因为他们也知道
Massive economy shift.
EDG 捡上的话也不太好打。
但 A B link 已经打开了，右转这个位置有点风险的，有点风险的，右爪给。
Oh, that seizes. It looked like it was going to be huge, but it only caught Smuggy.
自己的位置已经完全是名牌了，旁边没有队友可以帮他们，后面有一个 V 吧。
其实 EDG 发现优爪抓到没有踩雷飞线，就知道雷兹其实至少是不在 B 点点里的。
而且 V 吧幽婉的技能已经出完了，他现在只有下一个即将刷新的鬼眼。
Yihao continues to be firing all cylinders.
还是很想去 B 点找点动静的，但是 Smoggy 鉴于脸上这个星云，其实已经没有太多。
They're going to try and use the space that Chichu's got over here, but the turret is still up.
终于是打了一个弱侧，
但 C 点有齐乐镇守，马丁其实并不怕，烧焦炮在被敲掉，马丁知道自己要先退一退，台子上有纳米蜂群，被看到了，
给了个舌吻，还有暗眼，马丁现在很危险。
Martin's not crazy under pressure. Oh my god. Well, as soon as I said it, he was. Look at this lurk play coming through from Smoggy. Oh my god. Oh my god. 3v3, but these EDG players are so weak. It would have to be a Chichu clutch, the likes of which we've never seen. No. Bit of danger in that round, certainly. But Rare Atom come out on top. If they win this one, they're right back into the game. This is going to be an eco round for EDG if they lose. Actually, I guess it depends on how much money they have still left in the bank. It's possible they could get another buy together. Depends how much utility they use as well.
或者说他们一开始就是想进这个位置。
没错，哦 ，Steel 在防守端也起了明狙。
看这把明狙 ，Steel 明显也是在感觉自己的今天枪感如何。
这起明狙的第一回合会非常的
能不能打眼？没能
打眼啊！而且他切过狙的。
So now they know that Stu is here, and they know that Stu has the operator.
已经是确定了明狙，
所以 Steel 第一时间在换位置。
Nobody trying to take some space on the other side of the map.
反其道而行之，我就在 C 点架着，你以为我会？
This looks like Smoggy is going to try and fake, and they're going to go back to C, but there's still 3 players on C. They're trying to get value out of Kangkang's Judge, I think. But the Op is here, the Viper's here, the Killjoy's here. They've still got such a big stack. Alright, now they're finally pulling Stu away with all of that pressure on A. And they hit C. So nice idea here from... Oh my god, Martin did enough damage. And now Stu's already back. Unfortunate for EDG. They were banking on getting an opener from that. Whoa, Stu missed his shot. That should have been a slam dunk from Stu. How quickly things can just turn on their head. Jesus Christ. Yeah, if Stu kills Smoggy there, which I think he should most of the time, I've certainly seen him hit those with some decent consistency. I think Retake win. I mean, it's possible that EDG would still manage to muscle their way into B if Haodong's entering like that against Yihao, but it would certainly make things a lot easier. EDG are definitely on form. I mean, when Kang aces twice in a map with the operator, yeah. And Chishu's still playing like he did against FPX. Yeah, they're in good form. Stu commed in Korean to break the eye. Oh. Was he playing with Yeoman? Yeah, so maybe he was coming to Yeoman.
现在 Stu 因为在正面拿不到击杀的优势，所以导致整个团队在转点的过程当中永远会陷入到比对方慢一步的情况。就我觉得可能明居已经现在说实话也没有前期。就接下来大概。It
was the Viper and the Killjoy.
引起不强的话。有一个经典的画面啊，看过不是第一次了。After 和他的5名选手。
Unlucky.
现在 RA 需要想到一些
com problem.
激活场上的选手们，尤其是 Stu 和 Viva。
4-player stack for Retake over here. I mean, this is going to be an enormous clash at Rubble. This is going to be huge. Throwing the Haunt. Kang takes damage. Haunt on the other side doesn't get broken. Nobody from EDG pre-aiming it. Oh, and the little pre-fire onto Haodong is perfect. Spike, by the way, headed towards C. There's nobody on C, but the turret is still active. Turret gets broken. Martin can't really challenge this properly. Oh my god, he's gonna do it anyway. He uses their orb to take a timing into the site. Wow. What an insane round by Martin. Damn. That was just too clean. Retake completely control Rubble, and then Martin alone on the other side of the map kills, what was that, 3? No, 2, right? Because he killed Chishu, and then he slipped around and also caught nobody. But he bought enough time for the rotate to start coming over as well. Haodong's 22 and 10. Yeah, both of the Smokes players are playing really well on this map. Haodong and Yihao. Kang showstopper. Here he comes. There goes the lockdown as well. Martin not ready for that at all. Retake looked like they didn't have a game plan against it. Oh, but Chishu making a crucial difference in terms of taking down Stu before he dies. Kang is pushing spawn. Why? You're in a 4v3 post plant. This is the only way you lose. This is the only way you lose the round, is by making decisions like that. Okay, Smoggy finishes them off, but he doesn't catch Yeoman in the ult. What the hell? Okay, I guess that works.
而且现在 Smokey 还能跟自己的队友形成强线的双架，对方想出来，第一时间1号收掉了 Smokey，
但直接只有1号自己了，而这是个 C 大的山顶包，他非常难拆。
哦，脚下
一人，时间已经不够了。
被发现了之后，这一分1号收掉2个，也只能选择宝枪。
All right, very simple round from EDG there, and Rare Adam were not ready for it. Showstopper C is about as basic as it gets, and Martin got caught. Then Kang tried to even things out, and he couldn't quite manage it. But yeah, that's a really... I don't know how that worked from Smoggy, being able to like re-push CT after Kang to be able to kill 2 with a stinger and a pistol.
那 RA 今天的整个 BO3 的行进将异常的艰难。
BO5 的这个历程就会很艰难。
对 BO5 的历程。
看一下这把明居，队友帮他架到 A 点的外面。
I think you're meaning Smoggy, not nobody.
没有晚焰火的分数。 EDG 要怎么去在 C 点硬提呢？
这一波是一个 fake 给到了 C 点。
Or Kang. It was Kang and Smoggy that pushed towards CT. Massive ults for Rare Atom to play some kind of retake setup. The lockdown and the cosmic divide is such a powerful combo. Push everyone off site, lock them out.
就看 Still 了，按说应该不会发现他的位置。体验独木起来，试一枪运气。这一下运气并没有站在
Stu is kind of baiting for Yeoman here.
对面知道他大概率是退到楼梯，有2种可能，一个是楼梯，一个是 A 点内。楼梯其实更有后退的余地。
楼梯刚才已经是看到了，看到他跳过去的，所以一直在穿。
Here comes the lockdown, maybe?
两边有对穿吗？防守方是不是在 A
点
穿啊？还是独木的一个影响？哦，直接推了叶灵啊，腐蚀的效果直接盖出来了。那这一波其实就是给 Steel
They open the door. Blast pack in, but Viva's got the snake bite there. Good work from Viva. He's got pushed out though, and here comes the lockdown. Stu is not in position to be able to nade this. They counter lockdown, but there's still 5 seconds here that the Rare Adam players have to leave the site. Stu gets caught. Alright, so those 5 seconds allowed Rare Atom to get back into position. Into spots like this. Oh, huge round by Viva. Right. Good exchange of those ultimates there.
小亏，但是分数赢下来了，经济上可能会小亏。现在对于 RA 来说，最重要的是活着。
这一个穿板 Viva 立大功啊！而且没有这个穿板包被按下来，那局面又是一个不同的情况。
对，而且1号应该是有点重力镜，但我不确定重力镜有没有拽到，因为那一瞬间1号进入了一个星界形态。
They haven't really been trying to swap up their defensive setups a huge amount in terms of where the Killjoy's been playing, but they have been putting the pressure from Stu into different positions around the map. This time he boombots right at the beginning of the round on B, which doesn't really threaten too much because they don't have like a paranoia, they don't have a raise ult. You're not really worried about that. But what it does tell you is they didn't take a rubble control fast. So now they're going to contact over towards A. I think this is a great call by Haodong. Stu kind of gave the game away with the boom bot. Yeoman gets a bit of info there and backs. And they're in on A. I mean, this is just full retake. Kang is so deep. He could kill 1, but surely can't kill 2. Oh my god. Good anticipation from Stu.
那现在回防的角度都已经是被卡死了，中路绕的有点慢，逼了一个位置 ，EDG 要等中路的绕后才有接人的机会。
Stu's making sure there with the nade that he dominates the smoke. They see where Haodong is positioned. They might not anticipate nobody. They get the trade very quickly, and she chooses too far to be able to stop this.
看能不能再下1、2把枪。
当然，他其实也不会吃经济惩罚了，但是确实保的意义不是很大。
Yeah, you can break the ult with the nade, right? You can still break the ult with the nade. They didn't change that, did they? Sometimes the patch notes catch me off guard, but pretty sure even with the recent changes, you can break the nade with the you can break the lockdown with the nade.
After 也是叫出了本场比赛常规时间内第2张地图的第2个暂停啊，
两边的常规时间暂停全部叫完了。就现在的比赛
They changed it so it's harder? Yeah.
随时可能会颠手。
我们其实
Are these guys playing on that patch though?
把天平往他们这边倾斜的意思，但是
彻底倾斜的这样。
I guess I'm not even sure what patch they're playing on.
RA 其实细节的处理也很好，就像刚才优曼他的一个位置很保守，这是他自己做出的改变。团队上做出的改变就是他们打得更加整体了，5个人抱的团更紧。
They're on the ISO
最
patch.
后一波决战的时候
Oh, of course they're on the ISO patch, yeah, because they have the broken cipher trips. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
手背手啥的，就你可以放点，你可以不行就把位置放，你可以接受你看不到信息，但是你要先活着。
Yeah, so maybe they can't. And you actually might, now that you're talking about this, you might not be able to break the lockdown on A with a raise nade, because there might not be anywhere to properly bounce it. Like if you lock down in this corner, there might not be anywhere you can actually bounce the nade. Like maybe you can bounce the nade off this wall, but there might not be anywhere that you can nade from here. But I think you should still be able to do this nade to break the lockdown on this patch.
但是他现在也就只有100的存款，所以经济确实非常的紧张。11比9 ，EDG 还有。
I haven't tested it though, so I'm not sure.
对面的经济状况要好很多。
Hard on TP's up. They don't combine that with the Viper wall again, which I think is pretty troll, because if Rare Adam are deciding to try and fight over rubble control, not putting up the wall there means that Haodong just dies.
可能会更大一些，所以他们选择了前压，更早的拿信息。双人的前压 ，EDG 选择干摸，还是选择交了一个暗眼，但是有踩雷飞剑，第一时间是肯定跟不了的。刚刚再控一个能量球，那他这样的话
This looks like a really strong defensive round for Rare Atom. This looks difficult to break for
这
EDG.
EDG 的，如果他们想成功这一分，最保险的方式当然是护送 VIP，就护送多包底进到部署区。
I mean, Killjoy utility
小地图拼点了
all over A. Turret watching B, even if the Raze decides to drop off and help A in the mid round.
现在最关键，如果转 B 的话
They even drop. They just dropped Yeoman back over to C to re-dog and haunt over here for info. I don't know why they're doing that. Feels like a little bit of a waste of the utility, but at least it gives Viva a bit more of a peace of mind. Alright, they've taken some A control. They've hit. Look at this lurk from nobody. They're in on B though.
在圣爵两边的这个位置有过一次交锋，当时康康手里面是一把明狙，短炮已经先踉跄了，就先把门口清。
Nobody is tucked up towards stairs now. Martin gonna try and clear. Martin gets the kill. 5v4 retake. Viva can open the door. That puts pressure on Chishu. Out through heaven. Stu gets 2 somehow. How did Stu get 2 kills? And now with the door being open. Wow, Chishu's got to hit every shot. Oh my god, he's playing this perfectly. Oh my god, he's playing it perfectly. Oh my god, he's playing it perfectly. He couldn't have played it better if he had wall hacks. How has he done that? How does he do it? How does he do it? He's having an outrageous final few matches in this tournament. He just is immaculate. Immaculate. The door was being opened. He had to win a duel against Viva, and then he had to outplay the 1v1 so hard. Oh my god. Damn. Okay, now they put the wall up with Haodong. Still gets caught by the haunt because nobody broke it, but they weren't actually pushing deep. Nobody's trying to get aggressive into B. He's pulled 3 players towards him. Nobody A, by the way. They went A at the beginning of this round. Nobody A. Like, only 1 person. So there's still 2 players here ready to collect on C. But they're not in position to actually throw proper snake bites and stuff. And Martin dies. Kang doesn't get spammed, despite the fact that he's planting out in the open. And this is just over. This is over. This is the map. They have the Viper's Pit on the spike. They have a showstopper as well for the post plant. This should not be a winnable retake. Unless Stu gets a kill and showstoppers and kills another, like, 2 with the showstopper.
准备找人，准备找人，看到个头皮吐过去，王彦甫直接装在了1号，先打了一个，王彦甫想找1号找到了
Stu's dead.
他还没有死，刚刚还
Only Viva.
把子弹切自己的标配手枪
And he ends up going down. Wow. I thought EDG would be able to beat Reratum on Lotus, but the manner in which they did it was spectacular. A back-to-back 2 ace rounds from Kang with the operator and the showstopper. And then Chishu winning that ridiculous clutch towards the end, too. It's not even like an insane, like, 1v4 or something. Just an incredibly well-played 1v2. And the EDG ult plays looked really clean compared to the last time they played against Reratum. Really clean. I mean, in that round, just C hit, go in, get the plant down. Oh, well, actually, A pressure, rotate C. Haodong's mid-rounding, finding all the gaps in what Reratum were going for. Even though there was still 2 on C, the big difference is that Viva wasn't in water, so he's not able to throw those snake bites. And Martin was getting caught on the C pushes. Martin got caught by the showstopper in one of the previous rounds, and then he got caught in that round as well by the entry. God damn.
空下来，对，而且最关键是 Viva 第一时间没有到位，他走的是最远的回防路线。马丁因为是回防比较快的，他也可以提前展开自己的纳比分群，但只有纳比分群是不够阻止对面进到部署区的。
Yeah, Haodong was getting a lot of consistent kills, but he's not the player that stands out to me when I think about this map. But the IGLing was good as well on the attack side, for sure. That is, yeah, that's an unfortunate moment where Stu was missing his shots with the, Dude, Kang was 3-6, and then he went to 13-6 because of those back-to-back aces. He went from 3-6 to 13-6. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous map. This final is cooking. This is a great final so far. I hope that we see Reratum win some maps, because it would be a bit of an injustice for them to lose 3-0, I think. I don't know enough about the map veto, but I feel like they trolled it a little bit, surely, because banning Haven when EDG looked that bad at Haven. How bad are Reratum at Haven? Are they worse? Are all the Chinese teams just really bad at Haven? I don't know. I don't know enough about the map veto to really comment. I just know that EDG didn't look good. But yeah, Reratum, maybe a bit of an experience diff or something, because these big moments are going the way of EDG with a lot of consistency. EDG don't lose on Haven. Well, I guess the other Chinese teams are worse then, because EDG looked catastrophic on Haven. Pika's advantage doesn't exist on LAN, right? Pika's advantage is an inherent part of the game, but it's very minimized on LAN. It's much easier to hold angles on LAN. The lower your ping is, the easier it is to hold angles. Right. I'm gonna get some more water, and when I return, we will watch the next map, which I believe is Ascent, which is actually a map that EDG have been banning recently, so I don't know why, because it feels like it should be a really good map for them, but yeah, they've been banning it. Map 3 is split? I thought map 3 was Ascent and then split. Oh, is it the other way around? It's split then Ascent? Oh. Okay, cool. Hopefully Reratum wins on split, because I want to see 5 maps.
EDG 的选择，对于 RA 来说，现在已经退无可退。在前面两张图，我觉得应该说输的都不多，11比13，差1分之间。但感觉 RA 就是差一口气。对 我们再来回顾一下前2张地图的比分。第1张地图员工重镇，这是 EDG 的选图，13比11战胜了 RA， 而来到了 RA 的选图莲花古城这张最受欢迎的地图，在第3幕的表现当中 ，EDG 是13比9拿下了胜利。那现在大比分已经是2比0，而且第3张决胜，不能说决胜地图，第3张地图已经是来到了 EDG 选择的霓虹地，
已经是带到了自己的一个赛点图。
对。
那现在对于 RA 来说，已经是退无可退的一个局面了。来到这张地图，尽管说他们最近的一个交战次数，就是演练的次数是要比 EDG 多，但是 EDG 在这张地图上，他们的信心也是非常足。他们最近是刚刚更换到了双先锋的阵容，虽然他们可能输给了 ASE， 但此前是赢过 RA 的，所以我觉得他们还是会有一定的信心在里面。
我觉得，并且之前可能还是要去考虑多用一下闪的阵容，尤其是对于 RA 的来说。
是，好，那我们也是稍事休息，马上来到双方的第3张地图。
取り返しが
准备行动。
Wow. Ho ho ho. Oi, oi, oi. Oh, yeah, let's have a look at the CS clip that you guys were talking about earlier. Okay. What is this? Funny moment.
Welcome to face, motherfuckers.
Yeah, exactly.
Welcome to face, motherfuckers.
Yeah, exactly.
Welcome to FaZe motherfuckers. Another 3-0.
Sorry, what? I don't understand the context. This clip is too short. I don't even get it. What is it? Are they pulling from the voice comms or something? I don't even understand.
那在第3张地图开始前，我们也是有些消息要带给大家。迪瑞克斯电竞椅多彩拼色搭配，不批材质任选。赛车
Rain said that in voice comms. They made a comeback and Rain said that in voice comms. That doesn't even make sense.
直接抢购吧。终于有了一本书能回答为什么我爱了 LPL 10年，10年老粉认证收藏。
If EDG made a comeback against Rare Atom and they said welcome to EDG motherfuckers, they're not joining EDG. What? It's objectively a bad line as well. It's not even a cool line.
还可以去游戏内进行选购。
我觉得其实大家也能看得到，因为我们其实每一次的
That's just the joke. I don't understand then. I clearly I'm missing something. I don't get it.
其实用到，就是当时用到了康康那个飞将的一个 ace， 所以我觉得其实大家也可以去，很多时候也会去问到，哎，这个选手喜欢用的是什么皮肤什么之类的。
那其实有些选手的皮肤它是不停的在换的嘛。哎，对。那我们今天说回到
New York Times Mini. Normally they've been pretty quick getting from map to map. So actually, yeah, the New York Times Mini is fast though, isn't it? I'm a speed demon with the New York Times Mini. Under a minute, chat. Courage in the face of danger. Bravery? I don't know. Leave me alone. Flowers hatches out on a bachelor. Oh shit, are they roses? Why on a questionnaire? Yes. Change from case to case. Very succulent aloe. Dental floss. All finished. Done. Greek god of war. Ares. Woo! Woo! I'm fucking crazy. Ah, Valor. You know, I don't know. Valor isn't really a word that I come across very often. Valor. Valor. Anyway, back to Valorant.
数据其实基本上每次都有讲到，而对于能不能打出这样的一个标准的一个平均数据线，其实对于胜负的影响是非常大的。
现在对于 EDG 来说是压力越来越小了，因为他们逐渐在这个比赛里面又回到了上一幕的最终决战。尽管我曾经一次输给你，但是最终我会卷土重来，我会在总决赛的这个 BO5里面去击败。
Not gonna lie, I absolutely crushed that New York Times mini.
EDG 没有输过任何一个 BO5。
而且来到目前最关键的一场比赛 ，EDG 又回到了他们最擅长的那个节奏和目前的那个阵容当中。我觉得这对于他们的对手来说，这种改变其实也挺难接受的。
I feel robbed. I feel like it should have been more of a challenge. I'll do the connections later. The connections always hit.
他们会觉得他这个双闪好像不是很强。又有些人又希望他们回到以前的双决斗的体里面去。当然，最终决定权是交给选手和
Is
教练
that?
自己的。 但双闪这套东西，他们其实在拿出来之后是赢过 BLG， 赢过
What?
然后最近一次是输给了 ASE， 就是 EDG。
What is that tiny fluffy white thing that they've put Kang Kang's head on?
双闪阵容对进攻的压力是创造的很小的。
对，但我觉得就双闪，因为当时是 EDG 有在国际比赛里面领教过这套阵容的一个厉害。我们来看今天又
A hamster?
那真的是
Don't
全部
know.
都回去
Maybe.
了。
对，回到自己
Are both teams running double duelist with the Astra?
这就是今天的 EDG 给出我们的答案。
Yes. Okay.
那两边
We've seen this matchup so many times on Split. I don't know, but I like it, Rob Swift. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks for the 10 months.
两名选手去单挂，这两名选手分别是康康和 Smokey， 然后有时候会让这个 Nobody 去在中路进行对对方信息上的一个困扰和骚扰，而在这种情况之下，RA 在尤其是 A2楼和电梯房这个位置，如果一旦被 EDG 渗透的话，接下来会非常难打。是。 不管之前对阵扎因斯，还是对阵其他。
I don't know anything about this game. Should I have predicted EDG? I actually don't know who's favored to win on Split. No idea. EDG looked fairly good last time we were watching them, I think. I can't really remember, but I think they did.
他们只需要任何一张图的胜利就可以终结比赛，而 RA 要面临一个非常大的压力，他们要每一张图都来打，但是正面已经交火了。 Still 拿到手上，
这波有点干，没有任何自己队友技能的配合。果然，中路加 A。
Well, that's why you normally use some piece of utility to take ramps control.
RA 是选择打掉一个之后，果断先把
A flash or a stun or a dog.
A2楼还有可能再产生交火，但是由于自己的双决斗 ，Smokey 已经倒了一个。
I like that nade.
刚刚是换到了队友的这个鬼妹。
Oh, Stu just continues to peek people and get kills though.
后方有一个非常好的协同。 这个位置的客枪呢，康康
A good trade onto Martin, but 1v3 for Kang Kang.
很难操作了。
Doesn't really look possible.
在
No.
空中被对方的1号摘下。
All right. Big round from Stu. Nice way to get started for Rare Adam.
自己的节奏，我觉得这个双杀对于 Stu 来说是很重要的一个信号。
还要找回来手感和自信。
上来先接住了，
It's the easiest connections I've ever seen.
我觉得也许对 Stu 来说，今天可以尝试更多的，比如说现在这样这种选择，因为看上去在今天领域的感觉真的不是很好，那也许会有一些其他的想法。
再来看一下吧，先选了一把飞将，也是狙啊。
那2把飞将的一个分数，一把数位，一把害灵。
康康是全起了几乎。
哇，他这一分只留400块。
Haven't they done this before though? Haven't they had Smoggy play Jet before? I feel like they've done both in the past.
哦，正好没狙死，因为飞将只有101。
1号旁边没有。
Maybe I'm misremembering though.
漂亮，这边又交到一个，康康最后倒地了。
Oh my god. Just a B hit. With Kang Kang going for a hero stinger.
握逼吧，这一发飞将很关键，
但已经没有人能扛住飞将一枪了。
所有人都是一个100血，但是101。
Was it a stinger that Kang Kang had? Just bust his way in. Hanong's positioning as well. Looks really difficult to deal with. Oh, Yeoman doesn't even get the kill. 3 martial body shots, and he does have this. Oh, but not. Can't do it. Can't do it. They've even had them swap Jet Rays on Split in the same tournament. Yeah. Okay. That seems really weird. Yeah, Kang Kang went for the force by Stinger to win this round, but the rest of his team didn't force. What an interesting strat.
那这个玩法之一就是，我可能投入一个人的 all in 的经济，然后去尝试搏一个大的积分搏回来。
有一些就玄学的角度在里面，但凡当时他狙任何其他一个人，都是能一击毙命的。对。而在这个回合 ，RA 也选择。
Now Viva has a force by Phantom, and the rest of his team are saving.
看这个幻影什么时候亮枪啊？ 幻影现在在 A 点内，红空管遭遇 ，Still 是没有敌过，对面的枪械更好。
那 EDG。
And also Viva is just kind of stuck on A now. He's not even in an active position.
而现在要小心对方中路的渗透，且还要小心 B 通的一个正面的一个行进。
现在复活点已经。
Kangkang's just chasing Yihao around the map. Oh, Viva gets one. They are pushing into him.
再收一个。
铁将将大人与死人也 ，Viva 能扛多久？
关键是 Viva 四面八方。
Viva is getting value out of this weapon. He has one bullet. He doesn't go for the reload, he goes for the swap to the classic. Yeah. I mean, he was getting pressured. He'd already used both of his cloud bursts as well. Nice try by Viva, but what he got? He actually almost got enough kills to be able to get his Bladestorm online, right? He needed 3 kills and to die, and I think he got 3. Yeah, he did. So he's got his Bladestorm up. That's crazy that worked. He's not going to get punished for going for the force buy. So they've triple stacked B. This is the first round where we see both teams with rifles, and they have 3 B at the beginning of the round, looking to try and punish EDG if they go for a fast B hit. Kangkang has his showstopper, but their idea is that they'll just be able to melt him as he pops it. Now that triple stack on B has to break up because they realize it's not a fast B round. And because the jet wasn't over here towards A, they don't really have any info towards ramp. Yeoman's used his dog. They know that there's a few players around here. Here comes the ult. That baits the flash baits the shot out. That's quite nice. And now Chichu's really the player in the most important position. If he survives for long enough, though, Haodong is going to be able to help him from ramp. Nobody gets a kill on the player screens. That looks like it was through a smoke. What is the timing here? What is the timing? Oh my god. Okay. So now Rare Adam have heaven control. And they get a kill on Kangkang. Nobody's stuck in a corner. Haodong has pull on the spike, but he's got to survive, and he's being pressured. If Stu dies here, though, Haodong suddenly has pull for free. Right now, Haodong has pull and should be able to win the round. Oh, he used the... Yeah, he did. Yeah, it's just over. Yeah. If Stu wins the duel against Haodong, they win the round. But the Astra surviving in that situation just makes it an impossible clutch to win with the time.
因为这个位置一可以渗透到点内的一个枪线，二可以直接辐射到对方的同人点，甚至还有转点的空间。是，这个是 EDG 在这张地图上的一个绝活。看到其实对点内的清点，我觉得来得太慢了一点。而当他们看到这个
I just came back from a drink break. RA lost the buy. How? What, you mean round 2? Kangkang forced a stinger and they went all fast B and he got an entry with the stinger and then they just carried that forwards because they kept picking up weapons from Rare Atom. They got into a post plant on B where, to be honest, they had basically the same amount of weaponry because of the players on B that they killed.
当时其实有一个更夸张的战术，就是 EDG 他会让就是 smoke 进去自己玩，对，就直接逐风进到 B 点内，全靠个人能力去拖，然后其他人在做动作。但现在其实
Dog to try and take some mid control. They find the Viper. Viper orb going down. Astra smoke bloomed. This is where Martin could choose to reposition himself.
但这么一来一回，其实 EDG 想要从 A 点再转走的有点意思。双决斗再次被
Yihao hears the B orb being taken, and so he decides to smoke up. But they are not in B. This is all getting ready to explode A. Nobody can take this, and they could seek us. Yep, that's what they're going to go for. The dog grabs the info, but a little too late, to be honest. There's nobody on A. Nobody in a position to actually fight this. It's going to be a full retake. But they've caught the lurker. And they very quickly have ramp and heaven control, so this is a very different situation to the previous round. Smoggy gets killed, going for a peek into screens. This looks way more successful for Rare Atom. Still chances for it to go wrong, of course, but looks way more successful. Only really one dangerous player to worry about here, which is Chishu. And he gets traded out nicely. Okay. Yeah, big difference there being that they maintained control of this area and killed the lurker. So they were never worried about somebody backstabbing, and they always had heaven control, and they always had ramp control. And that's why, there's a couple of reasons actually, but a lot of the time teams are going to take a ramp before they go into an A hit. This time it didn't really make sense because they had a timing to hit the site where Rare Atom didn't know that they were there, and they had seekers to tell them that it was free, that kind of thing. So I don't mind the call from EDG, but a lot of the time you will see teams go and take ramp control, push the defenders back, and then go into the site. It gives them worse positions to retake from, which helps in the post plan. It helps you late retake ramp and play from heaven and that kind of thing. And it also helps disguise your fast A hits because they look a lot like your ramp control plays. When you're gonna like be 1-1-3ing, your 1-1-3 looks a lot like your fast A, which is super good. Oh my god. Okay, Kankan cleans it up.
就这个点是他肯定也知道，你看他架的位置，他知道 B 通一定会被渗透的，他就在等渗透的那个
This is still gonna get pretty dodgy.
是压出来了，我们可以看到防守方 A 区已经压出来，那 B 区已经是势在必行。
I mean, they're pushing all the way out of A, so they're committed now to the B retake. You are playing B retake, and you've got a fast flank happening. That's basically. Oh. You're getting caught with the spam. So now you've got a player disadvantage retake happening. Oh, not another thrifty. Oh,
Huh?
Stu's just sent his showstopper into the abyss. Wow. That was a round. Rare Atom correctly read the fact that there was mostly going to be pressure happening towards A at the beginning of the round, but then they never got into a proper Bianca position. They had to play retake B. They lost a player A and then committed to like full pushing it out instead of, again, rotating somebody to be able to help Yihao, and then Yihao dies to spam anyway. Oh no. Oh no.
你作为一个黑梦，如果你挂在射手区，你倒了，队伍就很难去打 A 点的回防。那放在这张图上也是一样的。虽然你倒了，对面不一定进 A， 但你倒了，对面进 B， 我们也很难回防。单先锋这个位置是需要活着的。
其实这一点，我觉得有一个非常标准的队伍，他打的是非常好的，那就是 Paper Rex。他们当时我记得有 Single Res 在点后是挂的非常。
Yeah, the Rare Atom coach should be looking stressed, man. His team's letting enormous moments slip away. They lost round 2 after winning the pistol. They just lost that anti-eco round. His team's 2-0 down and losing all of the important moments when the pressure is on. And part of the reason that's so concerning is that, you know, this is not even the biggest moment that they're going to be facing probably this year. If they're one of the top Chinese teams, they should be able to make it to Madrid or Shanghai or something like that. The pressure's going to be way higher there. This is just a fraction of the pressure. And at the moment, they're letting it slip. These advantage spots that they find themselves in.
他是引路之损拿信息，然后缩回去，后面靠 Viva 去架，想帮 Viva 勾一个人，但 B 点是进攻方 EDG 的一个主要着眼的方向。
They use the Seekers. Within the first 15 seconds, they've used the Seekers on defense. EDG are still just defaulting. They can still choose anywhere on the map to group up and use Kangkang's ult. Kangkang's gonna try and follow it towards mid at the moment. Stu's gonna try and catch a timing. He goes 1 for 1. Kangkang missed the ultimate though. Martin got away with it. And Martin gets the kill. And Yihao gets the trade. This is looking good for Rare Atom. The pull stops Haodong from following up. But no smoke on sight for Yihao. He catches another though. 1v2. Winnable for Haodong. Oh, he's missed the timing onto Viva. Good round from Rare Atom. Much better there. Still a bit of weirdness though. I mean, why they used the Seekers 15 seconds in, I'm not sure. But overall, being confident in terms of how they took the timing in mid and playing off each other really nicely over towards B and B Heaven. When is the best moment to sky ult on defense? It's usually going to be at some kind of like lull in the round or on retake. I mean, not 15 seconds in when they can break them immediately and it doesn't tell you anything. So many flashes being expended here. Yeoman's used both of his. Nobody's used all of his Sky utility. And look, EDG have RAM control. At any point here, they can go to the A site as well. Stu's blocking them from going towards mid. Yeah, Viva's stuck. He doesn't have dash. He already popped it because he thought that EDG were going towards A. So now Viva is just committed to the flower pot. Yeoman might be able to jiggle for him and tell him that it's safe, and then they put up the Viper wall and he moves away, but at the moment he's committed. Oh, they flash, they get info that there's still people here, so Viva might as well stay where he is. Alright, here's where we see, is the bait from Yeoman good enough? Yes, it is. Kangkang just entry with an op, instead of dropping it to somebody. They managed to get the A defense working there, though. With 3 players stacked over towards A, they shut it down. Bam, 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 bam. Wait, why are you guys roasting Sliggy's mods are cuts? What's going on here? This is such a large discussion about the ban evasion. I got permabanned on the official Valorant channel, says Duke Stridewalker, for typing Big Cock Johnson when BCJ popped off. Yeah, honestly, that's reasonable. That's the kind of thing that's allowed in co-streams, but I think you should expect to get banned for that in the official stream. Oh god. Okay, so EDG now dropped down to another eco, but they're trying the same thing that worked previously. Watch out, they're full B. They spam into the smoke though and take down the 2 duelists instantly. No. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's falling to pieces. Shishu got a lurk on the other side of the map and has now picked up a Phantom. And then somehow, I have no idea how, Howdong got a kill with a fucking Ghost on B. I mean, actually, how does Howdong get that kill? At least I understand how Chishu managed to lurk up A ramp. You know, there's a ton of pressure over towards B. It makes sense that he would be unexpected over there. Good catch from Martin, though. Martin has to be really scared in that position because he doesn't know where Chishu is. But he finds the timing. Viva's in a nice spot. I actually really like this. Good trade by Howdong. I don't think he's going to be able to win this round, though. But still, a very effective eco. That's a smoke that he can use to be able to get out after he plants. Is he in the smoke? Is he backside? Has he repositioned pillar? All of these thoughts going through Raratam's head. He plays in the smoke for the max amount of time and then goes into backside. He's caught both of them though, and now he should be fucked. Which he is.
高低加远近两个人的这个头部命中线是不一样高的，没错。那这个爆灯器拆出的点数还是给到了 Stu，5比4，RA 是终于完成了比分的反超。感觉第一波 Smokey 飞的距离是比较近的，主要还是被顶防了一下，他有点风险。
fuck it, hell, you guys cracked me up.
是，当然这一分作为存钱分来说 ，EDG 已经完成了他们的初步任务。
Yeah, 3 kills and plant is fantastic on the eco.
4比5，现在 RA 是。
Cosmic Divide and Viper's Pit. This looks like a very hard A push by EDG where they use the Cosmic Divide to get into the site, try and get a pit, try and get Chishu try and get Howdong on a really late lurk with the pull on the spike. That's a nice nade from Stu. Nobody could have tried to pick up the Seekers, but he didn't bother. They don't like the look of it over here towards A ramp. They got denied the space by Stu's nade. And they're like, okay, let's try and reset a little bit. Chishu's still just keeping them information over towards A. It would actually be good for Chishu to get caught by that flash, but I don't think he did. Flash over in B main as well. This is going to make it feel like a B hit. Because they got negative info with the flash over towards A ramp. And now they hear a flash in B main. They're probably thinking nobody's going to play for the ult orb. Wait, they're going to fake with nobody. My god, EDG are cooking in this round. So they're going back over to the A hit, but nobody's going to pick up the ult orb. Sky ult in. Oh, he's not even picking it up. He's just running in. What in the fuck is he doing? He gets a kill and Seekers out of this. And they hit A and overwhelm Stu and they're in on A. What a vintage, bizarre, Skylurk split round by EDG. I've seen them do that kind of stuff so often and it still puzzles me the way that nobody plays those situations. Why does he run in? Like, if he flashes and uses Seekers, it'll still feel like a fake B hit. But he still just runs in anyway, through a fucking Viper molly. It's... goddamn. It's so funny to watch. And somehow, yeah, it just worked perfectly. It worked perfectly. Not only does the fake work, but nobody gets 2 kills as well. Didn't we have the same conversation about Jing? I mean, Jing definitely does the unexpected stuff and it works out for him. Yeah. He's a very... I mean, it makes a bit more sense on the, like, duelist position, though, to go for those kind of plays usually. But I guess nobody is expendable in that spot. What a shot by Martin whilst being stunned up. And another one at Kang, who I don't know what he was up to there with the blast pack. How was that going to be a follow-up for Kang? What's he cooking? I have yet to see EDG make a mistake.
眩晕导致他的射击节奏其实会非常慢，
而且射击间隔也会非常
嗯。
哎，2轮有一个 timing， 中间的时候
又是幸运，但是这次没有重力井
Thinkers
没有手上有一颗星体，但现在没空进入星际形态，传音闪了，传音没闪到，哎呦，
看的人都过去，1号在2楼阳台
又没闪到
一个，
哇，
哦
但是诺是靠拼枪败
Close there from Yi, huh?
哦，但是我们可以注意双
He
决
just
斗
wasn't aiming
绕后
slightly high enough onto nobody.
双决斗绕后，浩东一直在被对方
Look at this flank, though. This double duelist flank. They've been trying to make this work a couple of rounds, but they didn't. Yeah, in the previous rounds, he didn't quite cook. This time, perfectly timed. All right, final round of the half. This is a mirror matchup of two compositions that probably trend a little bit attack-sided, but it's a fairly balanced composition. 6-6 half seems pretty good. I guess 7-5 in favor of Rare Atom would be very good, considering that EDG were up 4-0 at the beginning. Oh no, they weren't up 4-0. Sorry, 3-1 at the beginning because they won the second round after Rare Atom won the pistol. Showstopper for Stu. Could be big. Are they going to pit mid? What the fuck? Okay, they killed Chishu right at the beginning. Just instantly using Showstopper. The EDG players tried to get inside this pit and die, and the round's over. It's over. In the first 10 seconds, the first 15 seconds of the round, it's over. It's done. They just used their two ults, and EDG tried to counter it by running into the Viper's pit, and all died. It's done. All right, then. Okay, then. Haha. Last night, I had a dream that Bren gave Sideshow a BJ for something in-game, and they showed it on stream. You know how fucking bizarre that is? Last night, I had a dream that was quite similar. It didn't involve Bren knobbing me off, but it did involve me and Bren showing something on stream that we shouldn't have. It was the dream that I was talking about earlier on. I mean, I feel like the themes are quite similar, just yours is more sexual. Those are quite similar dreams. Great minds think alike? Yeah. Yeah. Apparently so. Parasocial relationships are getting out of hand. I've clearly been streaming too often if we're starting to sync up dreams. If it makes it any better, you was packing. Accurate then. Waterboarding would not have gotten that out of me. What a comment. Love that. Oh, God. Fucking hell.
再次感谢观众朋友们来到联盟竞技场，在我们这个周日去见证到我们最后一幕冠军的诞生，而且也是我们整个进化者赛的一个最后一战。
Okay. So, great half from Rare Atom. Fantastic recovery for them on the defense side, considering that it looked like EDG were going to run away with it just a little bit, based on them, you know, winning a lot of the crucial rounds, or crucial moments earlier on. Round 2, round 4. And yet, Rare Atom bounced back pretty much immediately. On God, like, what happened to Shame? I think it died sometime in the early 2000s. Much to much dismay, I think, to everybody else in the world. You waterboarded yourself at the age of 7? How? I was not aware of waterboarding at the age of 7. Big Guantanamo fan? What? Where'd you get the information to even do that, Z? America is wild, okay? Yeah, but I mean, I know it was in the news a lot, but being a 7-year-old that's interested in waterboarding and deciding to do it to themselves is some wild behavior. Anyway, this pistol, really important. Kang has bought a sheriff on the defense side raise, which is pretty unusual. Normally people are going to go for a boombot. The info tends to be pretty good. Haodong's used 2 smokes right at the start of the... Oh no, he hasn't. Sorry. What did he use the second star on? He used a pullback? Yeah, he used a pullback, sorry.
他再三确认没有人在 A 点的外面，但进攻方的障云给到 B2 楼，这是一个走通风管的。
Waterboarding is absolutely horrendous. It is 100% torture.
所以他们想要清 B 大，放一边打一边，1号可能要被清了，1号直接被秒，进攻方没有烟可以使用。那 B 通的人一倒，放脚步了 ，RA 就只能走 A2 楼转打阳谋了。
I watched the video of Christopher Hitchens getting waterboarded. Horrendous.
对，但对面2个人选择保存实力 ，A 点 A 大有个1v1，康康，哇，直接一发拿掉 V 吧，5打3的优势，而且对面是被包在里面的。现在这个包安哪儿是很成问题，2楼包，
哇，
康康正义一发。 连续的击杀让现在 RA 很难受，他们甚至连安装爆能器都很困难。
Well, this pistol round is going to make this a serious game.
没机会了，这一分位置已经是被压死了，而且 EDG 也关键是在 B 通找 timing 找得很好。
康康这2枪正义是直接打破了场面有可能出现的平衡，因为虽然说我们从位置上来看，防守方确实位置不错，但你也比较分散，你是不敢打补枪，你 A 点前压的2个人出去了，然后中路 B 点回防的人其实是。
How the hell are you washing your hair, Alex?
就大家其实比较分散，但康康
That's not normal.
这2枪出来，人数又是5打3的，我怎么打都是我的比较集中的位置了。现在对于
Okay.
来说，有机会把分数追到7比7。
I doubted the sheriff buy. It paid off enormously. Kang has kept the sheriff. They force. Rare Atom have forced. Alert, alert. Rare Atom have forced. And they're sending it B. They're just basically doing an even more intense version of what EDG did to them. As soon as this pull disappears, they're going to send it. They save the Viper wall as well. They don't use it over towards... Oh my god, over towards A. They're using it to get in. Oh, Smuggy shooting the body as well. Oh, they've crushed it. They've absolutely crushed that. How did Viva end up on the other side of their Viper wall, though? Would you not try to... Like, if you're going to put that Viper wall up, don't you get both duelists into backside and then flash through the wall and try and fight backside? How did Viva end up over there? Yeah, they did insta-rotate, but they had the time to instantly rotate because Haodong got a good pull-off. So, really good by Haodong to buy them time, but even so, that could have got dangerous if any of the Rare Atom players had gotten an opportunity to fight. They just all got spammed and couldn't do anything proactive. Bing, bing, bong, bong.
克制对方的这个战术体系，
是因为
全是正义，
重甲拉开距离使用，还有自己也有正义
啊，拉开对了。
哦，但对面2个人是2打1，中路球球拒绝了对面的单摸。
Chichu might get caught in mid. If he does, maybe the round's interesting. Chichu did not get caught in mid. They went 1 for 1 over towards A. Maybe if Stu can hit another crazy headshot. Pretty difficult for Rare Atom to win this round.
中路1号这个位置就是一个名牌的老6位了 ，EDG 肯定会有所预警，一个是中路，一个是 B 通。那他现在 Steel 这个渗透的角度就很刁钻，他有机会打到对方的背身。
对，但他的枪械非常不利，他是正义加判官，要么很近，要么很远。
从另一个角度来说，哎，这个 timing，
他其实是想帮队友确定说这一点暂时是安全，然后让队友至少先把这个包给。
Did Smoggy see him?
你安哪儿都无所谓，你爱安不安。
It's so hard to tell from their POV. I don't think so though, because no one else is reacting to it.
如果他能按完暴龙星，并且把位置藏下来的话，是有机会去完成拖时间的。这其实1号还在看点里面是不是干净的，因为 Steel 只是大概知道 OK 点的2楼好像是没人，然后现在点里面有没有人看一眼，没人。2
楼跳下来的声音应该是被
听到了，
对，被听到了，所以 EDG 的回防速度也很快。
有一颗星体，看1号这个星体怎么用。Steel 已经在拼了，哦 ，Steel 判官再喷一个，但是球就已经是9滴血。
this is possible for Yi Hao to win. Shishu is on 9 health.
他选择起了星云，他知道自己离不开这个爆能器了。
Does he know they're both screens? It doesn't feel like it.
两边都要看，他得选一边。
Oh!
是这发撩拳。
He actually did no damage to Smoggy. As crazy as that seems, because the spray looked fairly good, that stinger was not putting the bullets anywhere near Smoggy. The flick was fast. I mean, Smoggy reacted amazingly, but I don't know how none of those bullets hit him.
找到一些机会，甚至我觉得，如果不是他这份正义的话，这个爆能器是没机会安的。对，甚至 Stu 还用。
There is something weird about teabagging being banned in some. Dude, I don't know. Some teams have had like warnings for teabagging or something in Japan or like I don't fucking know. Somebody's been warned for it somewhere for sure. I've seen reports about that, but I don't know why.
毗邻之火也好，引路之损也好，而莲花古城呢，当时康康是可以场狙的。
中路这个架狙的位置倒是也比较常规，但是进攻方还是先给了毗邻之火先看。
有人打吗？好像没有人打。那另外一个方向是被烟封了。
哦，进攻方直接占据了通风管。康康是直接想要换位置，他换到哪儿去呢？
关键康康撤的时候是漏声音了，
他是换到了 A 大，然后甚至退到了 A 点内。
他可能要加2楼，
他的预计是对面可能会去攻击 A 点的2楼，然后从 A 点2楼下顶。
这一分其实讲道理是打 B 点。
这是假打吗？他在 A 点2楼晃了很久，他甚至去铁板看了也没人。
RA 这一分大概率还是要打 B 的，
他打得很慢。
Rare Adam are in a ton of spots around the map here. I mean, they're just waiting for a re-clear over towards vents. They also have somebody posted up towards B main. Oh, the timing of Stu moving his crosshair away. Ay, ay. They have so much map control to try and find a pick on somebody for EDG. EDG have no info, really. And yet, somehow, it's nobody that ends up getting the kill.
强奸散得很立体，
炮筒被勾出了位置，但是已经箭在弦上，没有机会再退了。有满有没有传烟闪可以打？有没有闪进来？
换一个人来补 B 2楼的角度。
Howdong is just getting walked on.
地面能不能打赢？地面没有打赢，全倒。一个0换3的局面。
I don't know how EDG are being able to so cleanly deal with such a messy round.
没什么操作的机会了，引路之损还发现了他的位置。
这一分拿下之后 ，RA 现在陷入了一个很大的绝境。
Extremely good awareness from nobody, but also unlucky from Stu that he wasn't still holding that. And a very difficult situation over towards B for Howdong to deal with, and yet Howdong is playing out of his mind, anchoring. Oh, did one of my shorts just schedule release? Wait, what is this? Oh, this is the Minecraft short. Yeah, dude, that Minecraft short had me rolling when I was doing it. How long do you think it will be until a Pacific team wins a trophy? I mean, they could win a trophy in Madrid. Are they the favorites? No, probably not, but we don't really know how good PaperX is going to be with Mon yet. We don't know how good you know, Bleed are going to be or something. It's possible. Could they win one this year? Yeah. I don't know. There aren't a huge amount of trophies in Valorant, so there is a bit of variance to it. There is a lot of variance to it, I should say.
有一损，刚刚2个惊喜翻腾能够拉开，
后面还有 Nobody 做掩护。那 A 2楼是送给了进攻方。看一下，毗邻之火也已经交了，花之巡游加毗邻之火2个。
Big dog to take heaven control.
但是对于康康来说，他现在主
要看2楼，看球队能不能 get smoked off from the op angle that he was holding.
那进攻方现在其实还有一个空间是通过通风管再转回到 B 2楼，因为时间还多。这一次在 A 点给的压力是非常非常确实的。
They know that they're still in A heaven. They're gonna dog to have a look over towards A ramp. Feels like nobody's just throwing out his utility here. Could be a little more patient with it, I think. It'd be good to get info now, for example. He throws another flash out now. Still plays over towards A main. I think it's more important to get info in A heaven there, actually. Because if you... Oh, here they come. Ooh. Oh, Stu's. Oh, Stu's anticipating. Wow. Stu going for that. Howdong with the pull. I don't think pulls like that work anymore, do they? I didn't think they did if they were on the high ground. Very close. One more bullet and Howdong would have won that round. The rare Kang no scope miss. It does feel rare. Did you see how Stu played that though as well? He doesn't get hit by this and then he has to back up because he realizes that Kang's just pulled out the shorty. He's like, fuck me, I can't get through. Had to wait for his teammate to flank him through sight. Nobody should be able to get more value than that, though, anchoring backside A as a Sky. He just needs a flash. But the timing that Rare Atom used, nobody didn't have one. There are too many Glizzy Overdrive or Savoring-esque emotes, you know? Too many of them. Howdong has 3 stars down for himself over towards B right now. But they know that there's really nobody over towards A, so he doesn't need to pull in that area of the map. They're gonna look, push down mid. They're trying to find the timing. They know that this is B. They are so confident that this is a B hit. Good work from Martin, stopping the push from nobody. Here it comes. They smoke, they pull. Good pull to try and slow them down. It catches Stu for a moment. Martin gets another. Martin gets 3! I don't think this is winnable even with the ult there for EDG. Martin has surely won the round for them. There is a cosmic divide, but they need at least another pick before going for it, right? Yeah, they're not going to go for this. God damn, what a round from Martin. I don't think EDG played that badly either. I don't think there's any real need for nobody to push A, but I don't think he's expecting somebody to be there. He was constantly throwing flashes, and I don't think they were pinging onto anyone, and the dog didn't see anyone, so I think he was just thinking, I'm going to flank with my 2 duelists. But the kills towards the end there on, what was it, Chishu and Smoggy? Nasty.
好，我们来看一下接下来这一分 EDG 好像没有叫暂停，手里面这个暂停还是扣着的，留在手里。Smoggy 有巨人可以帮队伍再
Kang saving the operator.
他们的经济还能再起一分。
Cosmic divide is still useful for the retake, assuming that they don't get the pit down. Pit in mid. They're gonna try and contest it immediately. And EDG don't have anyone there to hold it. Look at this. This massive pinch here onto Smoggy. Smoggy has knives, but he's just stuck. What? What? There is simply no way. They're under. Smoggy is under the most outrageous amount of pressure there, and that shot was inhuman. He's on 2 HP. Also, the assistance from Howdong through the smoke was immaculate. Amazing team play from Howdong. But Smoggy's just slipped away. He's just gone. He's evaporated. He's used the scroll of gaseous form and slipped into the sewers.
关键现在 RA 没有什么特别理想的转币路线。
What the hell? I need to see that in a replay. I still can't process that shot that Smoggy hit.
A2 楼是一个，我觉得是一个决策。
He was moving as well. He's like jumping down, just hit the floor and like what?
这个顺云队省一省，说实话，现在顺云的持续时间削减之后，
Sometimes there are moments like that
也是不现实的。
that just remind you how far away you are from anywhere near the level of mechanical talent these people have. You know, like the majority of the shots are fairly standard shots in a pro game. And then there are moments like that which you just have no chance of hitting. If you ever hit one of those in your career, you would be talking about it for the rest of time. You'd be putting it in a Twitter clip and immortalizing it, framing it on your wall. Show me the replay. Oh, it was a right click. I didn't even realize. I thought it was a left click. It happened so quickly. I thought he'd left clicked him. God damn. He flick right clicked him and then Howdong got a kill through the smoke. Oh no, by pushing out through the smoke rather. Jesus, what a massive round for EDG to win. And I actually loved the way that rerakam approached it. They were so decisive through the Viper's pit. Flash gets bad info. They don't have ARAM control though. They didn't go fast up here. Ooh, that flash. Recon? Sorry, not Recon. Boombot. Oh, Viva beefed his dash. And now they're trying to fight it. Viva and Stu. Oh, rerakam look a little bit confused as to what the game plan is. Good anticipation from EDG. They realized that they weren't fighting over A heaven anymore and they went over towards A main and they've just crushed this. The timing on their defense has been sublime. Just anticipating the way that rerakam are prodding different areas of A. The whole time, Kang just holding down B main with the op and Howdong watching B heaven. rerakam need some heaven control, but they weren't fast enough to realize that that was the gap. They're now slowly taking A heaven, but there's only 25 seconds left. They don't have time for something like this. Honestly, this might just be a save. They don't have the money to play the next round. If EDG win this, they're going up to 12. There's no way they're going to win. There's no way rerakam are going to frag their way out of this, surely. Oh my god, Martin is doing it. Oh my god, Martin is doing it, and they have enough time to plant. Oh my god, Martin has done it. Oh, but Kang was there with the nade and the blast pack and the shorty. Oh, I believed. For a moment, my heart fluttered away, and I believed. Martin is hitting some outrageous stuff towards the end of this map, but they're just not in good enough positions to win the rounds. Oh. The positioning was so bad for rerakam. It was EDG's round to win. It just felt for a moment there like they were going to win it because Martin was hitting everything. Wait, what are they doing? Are they buying? Okay, yeah, they are buying. They have knives. They've taken mid control instantly here. They've spotted where Smoggy is playing. 4 players ready to defend B right now. Look how fast this reaction is from EDG. They're just stacking B. They sent a flash at the beginning of the round over here. It got negative information, but there is still Martin over here. But Martin's playing very passive. Chishu was aggro lurking a lot. Martin is playing really safe and passive. Like nags. So now they've inserted Stu with his Judge, and they're going back over towards A.
因为康康有踩雷飞剑，在 B 点这样狭小的地形呢，他的踩雷飞剑效果更好，而 Smokey 他更灵活
Still 3 players B.
去磕枪，这就是 EDG
There is a gap here for Yeoman to find.
现在对于 RA 来说，他们必须要找一个突破口。但
They drop into vent. Chishu's heard that. He's calling for the rotates from B. A lot of this is going to ride on Smoggy. Smoggy in the hard anchor position. The dash doesn't really go anywhere. I think he was aiming at Stu. Viva kills Smoggy. Chishu alone on site. Getting into a hard anchor spot. Looking to see if he can play Kang in. Chishu gets 2! He's won the game for them. And Kang finishes it off with the op, which hasn't really been getting too much value on the defense side, but they don't need it. Holy shit. That's gotta be GG. I mean, Rare Adam can scramble some other things together, but this is exactly the same thing that happened to EDG in the previous tournament, where Trace beat them 2-0 in the upper bracket final, and then EDG just slapped them in the rematch. There is still a big experience diff and big game difference between EDG and the other Chinese teams. Oh my god, this is a wild play to make when you're 12-9 up. Yihao gets caught. No attempt to try to save him, and this reaction through mid is a little slow. They're waiting for the Seekers, trying to play things diligently. Kang's operator stuck, has to leave. They're getting it herded around the map. Rare Atom right now are like cattle. They're all grouped up. Nobody's coming behind them. Nobody gets caught though. Smoggy's got to be cautious here. If Smoggy overflanks, they'll have a free access back to B. Oh, there's nobody to trade Martin. They've all let it slip. What are Viva and Stu up to? Viva, though, does get the kill. Stu's trying to create them a path back to B. Good flash. They can go back to B here. Just leave Viva and go back to B. Viva! Viva! Just control! Why are you fighting? Oh, it's all gone to pot. It's all gone to pot. It's all down to Yeoman, and it's not enough. EDG 3-0. When the pressure is really on, they just win. Still the kings of Chinese Valorant. Despite the problems, despite looking like they're in a bit of a slump, they still can bring it out when it matters the most. They definitely played individually on a different level today. I mean, what we saw from Kang today was a lot better than what we've seen from him previously. We had outrageous rounds coming out from some of the other guys too, especially Chishu. Chishu's form has been monstrous. Haodong as well today was playing amazingly. And the coordination in the team play looked better too. They weren't going for such outrageous things with their ults, or the game plans looked more sensible. Yeah. Big win for EDG heading into 2024 and heading into some of the off-season tournaments that they might be playing. I'll be right back.
他们用他们的骑士力统治了进化者系列赛的3个赛段，也统治了 CQ。我们4次线下比赛的冠军都属于他们。
而 EDG 他们在本次系列赛其实经历过非常多的磨难，但最终他们还是坚定着自己的信念。
那让我们再一次恭喜他们 ，EDG 捧起你们的奖杯。 你们是进化者赛的3幕常年的冠军，让我们恭喜 EDG！ 好，那接下来也让我们把赛后采访请出来，把镜头给到我们的主持人维嘉。
再次恭喜 EDG 获得了进化者系列公开赛第3幕共生的总冠军。这一路走来非常的不容易，但是也收获了最甜蜜的果实。现在各位队员以及教练，咱们移步台前，我想大家也一定有很多的话想说。那先把麦克风交给我旁边的 Smokey。我感觉其实我们每一个人都知道 Smokey 选手是一个英雄池非常深的选手，在各个位置都有自己非常熟练并且运用的非常好的英雄。 那这种位置的轮换会不会也会帮助你可以更好的了解到每个队友每个位置的需求呢？
换了位置以后就是能看的东西更多吧，然后但是可能那种玩法或者是风格都要去一直转变，可能这个暂时我没太搞懂。然后还有一点就是，对，就是换了位置以后可以帮助队友的东西是更多的，然后包括我的沟通也是慢慢就是变好了，我觉得。
都会磨合的越来越好，而且现在每一个队员其实都是在轮换位置，大家都是尝试更多可能性。那我知道其实咱们这2天的赛程也是非常紧的，压力也是蛮大的。那平常在比赛间隙的时候 ，Smoky 选手是不是也会有一些排解自己压力的方式呢？
还那个早点睡吧。
早点睡，早点休息，多休息是最好的，确实有道理。王哥好像有话要说，那交给 Nobody 选手。你刚才说那个 Smoky 有点虚伪是什么意思？是
我们的消遣方式就是金铲铲。
专注于今天的游戏 ，OK， 咱们先不聊其他的游戏了。但是确实队员平常肯定会有很多的消遣方式，这个我相信。那 Nobody 选手，其实我感觉 EDG 每一个人现在都是在不断的走出舒适圈。刚才 Smoky 也说，大家都是在轮换位置，包括我也看到了你自己一直在莲花古城可能尝试新的英雄，尝试蝰蛇。所以说，你觉得这种位置轮换现在你自己适应的怎么样呢？
我觉得就我们非常有必要去做的一种尝试，但是现在好像结果不太理想，但以后肯定会好起来的。
今天的结果已经非常理想了，我觉得在这个过程里一定是需要不断去试错的。那你现在对于自己的表现，可能说还没有那么满意？
我觉得世界赛我的蝰蛇应该不太好打。
但是我相信到了世界赛，你的蝰蛇一定是让我们非常吃惊的，非常期待你到时候的表现。
谢谢。
OK， 麦克风交给马狗。那今天这场比赛也是以一个非常漂亮的3-0就直接结束掉了比赛。那无论是自己的主选图还是对方的主选图，其实大家打的都非常的出色。那你能不能也评价一下所有队友们的表现呢？
我觉得今天吧，他们就是正常发挥。
正常发挥，只是打出 EDG 该有的实力来。
是的。
一个3-0就直接结束了。明白。那你觉得现在 EDG 还有什么需要提升的地方吗？
需要提升就是希望每次都能正常发挥吧。
每一次都像今天这样正常发挥就可以。OK， 下一个浩东。浩东选手今天在莲花古城，我们也是又看到了你优印的 MVP。那感觉你发挥非常的出色，而且在这个系列赛里，其实很多的队伍都是有很多变化的。你作为队里的队长，你是如何看待现在 EDG 的变化的呢？
我觉得这样的变化就是还是那句话嘛，只是为了提高团队上限，然后同样也是在磨练我自己指挥，然后也去了解每个人去玩每个英雄的那种性格吧，因为每个人像王哥玩蝰蛇跟球球玩蝰蛇肯定是不一样的性格嘛，所以说要多去了解一下。
那你之后还会觉得说哪位选手比较适合其他位置的英雄，想让他们尝试一下吗？
我觉得我挺适合一绝的。
还是很适合。那怎么这个系列赛我没有看到你的一绝登场呢？
还没怎么练。
还没怎么练。那之后的比赛是不是还是有机会给我们展示一下的？
大家拭目以待吧。
OK， 拭目以待，我们都很期待可以看得到。下一个交给康康，那康康今天的手感简直太好了，我记得在莲花古城当时是接连有2个5杀。我昨天在采访你的时候，你说觉得自己这个表现可能只是运气好，那今天你会怎么看呢？
也是运气好，但是呢，因为 Steel 上一次在圣爵的时候给了我们2个5杀，那是今天我还给他了。
干得非常漂亮。
然后我站起来，我不是比了个10吗？就是我觉得1个不够，我要2个。
我们刚才在台下的时候，其实就在猜测康康的手势，这2个5到底是什么意思？果然是2个5杀的意思，非常漂亮，康康选手。那能不能也评价一下今天其他队友们的表现？
我觉得不需要评价吧，就是他们是公认的国内顶尖的4个位置的选手了，所以说没有必要评价了。
每一个人都是最强的。
是的。
是的。那下一个麦克风交给球球。现场今天来了很多球球的粉丝，因为明天是一个非常重要的日子。那能不能把你们手里的牌子先举出来给球球看一看？哇！ 因为我们今天在开场之前就看到了大家聚在门口，一起举着球球的牌子，想跟他说生日快乐。那现在有这个机会了，咱们能不能一起跟球球说一声，祝他明天生日快乐？3、2、1。
谢谢。
球球有一点害羞了，稍微。那咱们这些队友们能不能也送一下对球球的祝福？因为观众们的祝福我现在采集不太到。咱们身边有没有人说一下对球球有什么样的祝福？观众们的声音还是很大的，可以听得到。
希望多喝点牛奶，长到1.8米吧。
最恳切的祝福，球球你喜欢这个祝福吗？
有一半喜欢，有一半不喜欢。
OK， 不听前面的，咱们听后面的就可以。那其实进化者第一幕夺冠的时候，当时我采访到你，你说你觉得你们是有90%的几率可以一直延续下去，然后连续拿到3幕的冠军。但现在你们已经3连冠了，你觉得当时你觉得缺少的那10%，现在调整的怎么样了呢？
我觉得缺少的10%是我的原因，因为我的队友都很狂，但我不够狂。然后我只能说，从这以后，不管是什么比赛吧，就我都会尽我的全力去打一个对位差距吧。
当时的10%不是觉得缺少什么东西，而是自己太谦虚了。明白？那之后每次都拿出100%的自信来就可以。最后一个
I'm back. What's going on? The award. Oh, they're doing the interview with them and like awarding them the trophy and that kind of stuff.
大家一起走过来，这一路是有坎坷也有惊喜的，但是你们都是一一解决了问题。那你觉得现在的
Oh, how's it going, everybody? How's it going? Oh, it's Chishu's birthday? Wow. He's been so good. Hot take. If Fnatic are to continue being the top dog in EU, they're going to very quickly gain the rep of quickly flaming out as a region after winning the first champs, then doing nothing else. Solely because Fnatic as a team just seem to never be able to translate Masters success to champs success. I mean, I don't think there's been enough. There haven't been enough Champions tournaments where Fnatic have been good to have that take. I don't think that they... I don't think there's been enough data there for you to confidently say they have a problem translating Masters success into champ success. And then also... I mean, EU might end up having bad rep, but we'll see. What the heck? What the hell? Spitting bars. Someone gave him the microphone and he's spitting bars.
先问一下康康啊，其实进化者系列公开赛咱们第3幕的主题是一个共生，就意味着 CN 大家庭的一个共同成长。
He said fuck Gen G. It did sound like that in English at the end. All right.
其他队伍，但是同时 CN 大家庭的其他队员们。
Okay, I don't understand any of this. Hopefully someone's able to translate some of it or something and post it, you know, maybe on Reddit or whatever later on. But I am going to disappear. I've got other things to do with my day, and I still want to stream later on. So I don't want to stream for hours and hours and hours at the beginning. I know it's been a really short stream because it's only been like 3.5 hours. I could stream for longer, but I think it's going to be better for me if I just spend the middle of the day doing other shit. And then I'll be back streaming later on. So this evening, we wanted to play some more DayZ. So let me look. In about, what time is it? It's 12:30 now. In about 11 hours time, I will be streaming DayZ. I'll probably turn my stream on a little earlier than that, but in about 10.5 hours, 11 hours, I'm going to be playing DayZ with Jaws and Bren and Custer. We all agreed to log back in again, and we're in the ice area. We're going to hunt some polar bears. We're going to probably fucking die and get lost and make igloos. But yeah, that's the idea. So I'm going to go and do some like real life stuff, and then 10 hours from now, going to turn on my stream again. In the meantime, let's find somebody to raid, shall we? Who's around? Who is around? Bam, bam, ba, bam. I don't know. Who should we go for? Who's streaming? This is such a different crowd compared to when I normally raid people. It's like the exact opposite time of the day. I don't really follow anybody that streams at this time. Foxy9? Oh yeah, we could go for Foxy9. Where's Foxy9? Is Ryan planning to carry on his stream? I don't know whether he is. Yeah, I'm down to raid Foxy9 though. Let's go for it. We'll raid Foxy9 FPS. Oops. Raid Foxy9 FPS. I spelled his name wrong. Alright. Bye-bye, everybody. Like I said, I'll be back in like 10 hours' time to stream, and I'll be playing some DayZ and having a bit of fun, having a good old laugh. Daft laugh. See you then.